What's going on, everybody? Episode 53 of the RWO show. We were having some technical difficulties. We had it all figured out. But joining us today is Stan from Sea of Serpents.
What's up? Big shout out to the Bomb Projects.
Rocking that KG shirt.
And also big shout out to Sarah and Josh. Congratulations on getting married yesterday.
For sure. I saw that on Facebook and IG. All right, next one backstage, we got Kent from Craft Brew Morphology.
And I would like to second that. Congratulations on nuptials. That's awesome. Shout out to Redline Shipping.
Yeah. Big shout out to Robin.
And the last mayhem.
Robin 60 for 60% off your first two shipments. And I got a shout out, right?
And the next one joining us is the Mayhem creator, Nick from 666 Serpents.
What did you call me? What did you call me?
Mayhem creator.
The Mayhem creator? I like that.
Hey, he's one of the few people in the industry with a beard bigger than mine.
I create fucking mayhem.
There you go. And we will
created that beard.
Vance and Justin, whenever they decided to come back on board.
And maybe Ken, I don't know where he's at.
Oh, he had an event to set up for at the cigar place that he buddy shop. Right. He said he'd be in at like 9:30, 9:45, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
All right, welcome everybody. So we got Python Portal Will, Brave, welcome.
What's good, Will? What do you got, Brave?
Green Line Morphs.
What's up, Jay?
What's going on?
Thank you for your services, brother.
We got Jamie from Morphforge.
Jamie.
Hey.
What's going on, everybody? So pretty much, I don't know what Vance had for the episode. So, I mean, I guess this is an open platform.
I think we tried to do something where we had a topic of discussion for each week. And
yeah, I got thrusted on this one.
Awesome show that Steve ran.
So sorry I threw it on your back there, Jesus.
No, you're good. I'll just double post again for next week.
I mean, we all hashing out some stuff now, right?
That's good, John.
Yeah. I mean, I got 5 clutches so far.
Yeah, I mean that's.
So let me see.
And that's already hitting on what I'm gonna do this year, and clutch 3 is probably gonna be Dookie. I already lost 1 egg, but it is what it is. I mean,
I gotta say, probably.
I haven't even been pairing for real.
This has probably been my most happy clutch that I have ever made.
Well, why don't you blow yourself up there, Huckleberry? I don't have control this week. Sorry.
So this was a pairing that was from a OD 66% head puzzle to an OD Pastel Asphalt grow. So I got 3 that look somewhat similar to this. So pretty happy. I got 3 super ODs in the clutch and two regulars.
Oh yeah.
So pretty happy.
Male or females on the supers?
What's in that?
I think it was a 1 to 2.
That's good odds.
And the best odds is this bright boy right here. Well, obviously he's a boy, so pretty happy about that. Now that I don't forget, I gotta mark it on the tab here.
See, that's why you need a Husbandry Pro.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Scan that QR code. Boom, goes right to the animal. Put in your info.
Dude, that's just
on your way. Yeah. It's too easy. That's why it's too much for you, bro.
Over there with like an abacus and notebook.
And then this one's a little bit darker, but this is also a little bit darker than the first one, but still pretty colorful.
I was say those blacks look pretty black from my end.
Yeah.
Did pastel hit in that one?
A tad bit. The forehead kind of shows it.
I mean, it's not. It might maybe.
If he would stay still, come on, boy.
The other one definitely hit. Okay, yeah.
That's got a nice head stamp to it, though.
Yeah. Pretty color. So
it's good, Mike.
I think this one's also a boy.
This is my Husbandry Pro, motherfuckers. This is Husbandry Pro 1996, baby. You know what I'm saying? Got your Post-its, your pen, and your notebook. As long as you don't have a fire, you're good.
A flood, right? But that stuff falls off.
Yeah, but you know what? These are used for like feeding and shit like that. These are used for like if I'm pairing and like name cards and birthdays and all that shit. I'll write all that on these. But I mean, for the most part, I'll write everything down. Just I don't know why.
I don't know. Like you were talking
got
about
the other part of
the guy backstage.
More for cheer.
Mr. John.
It's just easier.
John, what's going on?
Once you get it all set up.
Yeah, I'm just not good with technology. Like I said earlier, Instagram wouldn't even let me check my messages on my phone. So I'm like, I don't really.
He said it wasn't letting him check his messages.
Right. So we call that picnic.
Dude, it wasn't. It really wasn't. I wouldn't. If I was bullshitting you, I would not. Because I look like a dickhead when I was like, look, it don't work. Can you hear me? I'm sure I look like a douchebag when I was doing that.
So. Whoa.
The next one to show up today is Morvav. Mike. Mike, welcome, Mike.
Mike. Tommy's here.
See, brother Tommy in the house.
And then right below him, Tommy, what's good?
Good to see you next weekend, Tommy. Better be ready, bro. About to get our drink on.
Tommy's a good dude. He hits me up about every week, asks me how I'm doing. He's a good dude.
Bro, me and Tommy, we hung out in Orlando for the show, and then he drove out by me, and we went over Beachside, hit a few bars, and walked back and forth, and him and his girl had a great time.
Cool.
And then this was, what up, Shauna? This was the other one that came out of that clutch. I'll blow myself up in a minute.
That looks super pastel.
Yeah, and the
but the thing is, there is no pastel.
There's no other pastel, so it's just everything else interacting, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because, I mean, I look at that head and would immediately think super pastel.
Yeah, I mean, because Clutch 6 that I cut the other day was definitely super pastels across the board.
That's a headshot and a half, bro.
So
headshot, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you can sort of tell unless there's something else that can do that head stamp where it's super blushed out.
And this is a female, so I got the ones that are looking pretty cool. I got one male to two females, so pretty happy about that. What's up, Bubba? It's not feeding time. Stop with that nonsense.
Oh, come on, get tagged.
And then this was also another one.
It looks like it's got pastel in it, don't it?
But its head stamp doesn't really show.
No, no, it's just
it doesn't have that blushing out or the eye stripes.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
Hey, face the other way. Don't look at me. Don't look at my fingers either, man.
I'm at like 46.2% pastel per capita over here. I know what the pastel looks like.
So then the other three that came out of the clutch all look similar to the one I just showed you. This one, though, for some reason, compared to the others, is a lot brighter. So I don't know what could be causing that.
The only reason I say that is because. Go ahead.
Will was asking for what the pairing was on that again.
Look at that.
You heard?
Orange Dream 66% het puzzle to Orange Dream pastel asphalt. So I don't know if this is displaying more of the asphalt. This one right here.
It's got the blushing on the belly.
And then this is just OD het puzzle.
You're at the right place, Shauna. You're at the right place.
So, but either way, they're still pretty.
I like the left hand better.
This one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing shows and that sort of stuff, the stuff that looks good can sell.
But then when you put, when you get all of them, you're like, bam, the difference is crazy.
It's trying to take all the dark away from them. Yeah. What's crazy to me though is why I say it's hard to believe that there's no pastel. I mean, that baby looks identical to the fucking pastel hemp pied gravel that I bought like in 2018. You know, it
Yeah,
looks
man.
like
Some
it's just
some,
crazy. It's just weird, you know. It's
Yeah,
fucking
but
some
awesome.
you got to
pastels
remember
is
there's
really crazy.
polymorphism. You're gonna hit head stamps like that with a bunch of animals.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I just
Like
always
right
think
now,
it's cool.
the clutch that I cut the other day, I know for a fact they're super pastel, but out of the 8 eggs, I got 2 that are like bright yellow but super pastel. And I'm like, well, maybe this is a yellow belly influence, but I was just like,
I
ooh.
mean, I have a
Take
super
me off
pastel.
solo.
I got it as a hatchling. It was definitely like really yellow and bright when it hatched out, and I bought her. She's for sale.
Pump the
I just-
brakes, my guy. Pump the brakes. Why you
What, you
gotta
wanna
say
see
it's for
what's for sale?
sale?
You got to come to the Lehigh Valley show to get them.
Everything's for sale, bro. Everything's got a price.
I mean, for a price. I mean, I produced some stuff this year that I like 3-4 years ago would have definitely been holdbacks. I hit a super butter pastel leopard, Blue-eyed Lucy, and we verified the leopard on the blue light, but it had to be pastel based on the pairing because super pastel was involved, and I'm like, man, I'd held that back as a girl too. And right now it's like, no, we sell her. I can buy that same snake and not have the waiting time. So, I mean, that's where I'm at. I've hit a couple females that I would hold back.
Our next person joining us is the person who is supposed to be hosting the show. Vance,
there we go.
what up,
Hey,
there, man?
Vance.
What's going on, mate?
You really screwed the pooch on that one, buddy.
Vince,
So,
you all right?
I didn't do nothing.
I
Yeah, no,
know.
I
I
set
think-
up I set the link up 2 days ago, and then so when I went to it backstage, like I was like, man, something looks different. Like I don't know if it's just me or whatever. I couldn't see like the live button, but I wasn't seeing you guys or anything, and I was like, man, I know Stan said he was just backstage.
Yeah, I was
like,
there.
well,
I
maybe
was
he
reading.
left.
I was
So,
reading the comments. I was sitting
Yeah,
there until
so
it
I
kicked
go-
me out, and
Ready
it
to
said
go.
something about 404 on there, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Error.
I tried
Yeah,
for a while
404.
getting it going, and I was
Live
like, well,
stream
maybe it's just a
downtown.
link or something. So I was like, well, I'll just redo another link and hope that changes something, that the buttons show up or whatever. And I did it, and it's still same shit. So
It happens.
Huh.
Technology's a
What up,
motherfucker.
Rob?
That's
What up,
why I
DJ?
use a notebook and a pen.
I can't go through the chat tonight, man. I don't have control. I've been fired. I got demoted.
Hey, man, I had it for cans for like a month, and then I lost it to you, Stan, which makes sense because you guys do the Tuesday show together. So
I gotta run it, man. Gotta stay with the chat. You gotta say what's up to everybody out there.
what's up, DJ?
Can't wait to see everybody that's coming to Daytona this year. That's for sure. John and Jamie
bad,
should
my
be
bad.
there.
What up,
DJ,
Rob?
you coming? Put it in the
Rob,
chat.
yeah,
DJ, you
DJ.
coming?
Royal. More Ford. Royal.
Royal.
Wow. That's
Big shout
funny
out
as
to
shit.
Kurt Wood, the brother. I'm gonna see him in Daytona.
You guys better
And
take.
also big shout out.
You guys
Little
better take a
Beatings
whole
ride.
lot of pictures in Daytona for me.
Come
Oh,
on, bro.
Yeah, a whole lot of
Is
them.
he gonna be like me and said, "Screw it, we're not
You
going"?
know, if you don't know, you
I
gotta
can't
know
go.
about the cut up
I
boys.
can't go.
I decided not to. I mean, I could have done it,
Like
but
I really wanted to go, but I can't. I can't put my mom in that much stress to take care
Well,
of the kids.
I'm just gonna say, anybody that's wanting to come to Daytona, and this is my suggestion, and it's only because I heard it through some people's. I would suggest that you make it Daytona within the next couple of years. Let's put it. I'll just put it to you like that. If you're coming to Daytona and you want to check it out, Come within the next couple of years.
For me, I have the shows I want to go to. It just did not work out. This
Anybody
year
else
for
wants to know
me.
in the chat, feel free to DM me on my IG and I'll give you a little bit more on the forecast.
So, I mean, I got a big show for me coming up in September. So that's one of the main reasons I'm not going. I just take my money, spend it on the show. It's the first one that we have locally in the Lehigh Valley.
Nice.
So I want to promote myself for that and keep, all the snakes, get some, branding stuff out there. So it just really didn't work out timing wise, since, they're a month apart.
You're going to be vending that show?
Yeah.
Nice.
Me and Chris
yeah.
from BNS, we have 3 tables
sweet.
between us. He's got 2, I got 1. Right now, I think he's got somebody else that's going to be with him. I'm trying to get Charlie from Reg and Renee to split my table because I don't know if these other 4 hatchlings or whatever I'll have will be available by then. I think
Right.
the first clutch I had this year, they'll be available, but I'll have a minimal display for my own, my first table on my own. So I'm excited for that. Other shows I've vended, I've shared split tables. This one is my table. Then I might be splitting with somebody. So
There you
we'll
go.
see. And it's also
That's
like the
tough.
first local show. I mean, I have to do it.
Yeah,
you
had
should
I
not
had
do
a
it. You should not do it. You have to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I don't
my
blame you. I'd
backyard
do it.
show.
Yeah. I mean,
I have to make it look good. And I bought ARS displays, so like I'm ready. I just need some more branding stuff to
Did you
my
get
table, and I'm not like hanging out with Chris from BNS again.
Did you get
like I
Nathan to
normally
make
do
you a nice
whenever
banner?
I go to a show. Shout out to Chris.
Did
huge
you
help.
get Nathan to make you a nice banner?
I don't think I can actually get him to do it. I think I have to buy a cheap one for now. I get like a little table runner thing with my logo on it for cheap. But
when is the show?
eventually I'm going to be working with Nathan from Infinite Possible Pythons on my t-shirts, branding, all of that
Oh,
stuff.
hell yeah. Nice.
we used Vista Print, and it was like, I think $50 shipped or something, and it turned out pretty good. I mean, it was fast, and it was, and it looks good. I mean, I can't complain with it. And it was cheap.
So for me, I want to support one of the local guys that does this for a living outside of breeding reptiles. So I want to give Nathan my support, but I also am in a pinch and can't get
That's
his
what I'm saying.
quality of work just for one show. So I mean, that if these shows go well, then yeah, I will definitely do that and get the branded materials for my table display, all that jazz. But this is like really going to be a hit or miss for me. I have this show in September, and then I have one in Gettysburg and potentially another one in Lehigh Valley in December. But this is going to be my, am I going to do shows? Am I going to vend? If I don't have success in these 3 shows, I'm probably not going to spend the money on that show branding.
But the thing is,
Maybe do a one.
you can't just say 1 to 2 shows and then not have that dictate how you're gonna do.
I can when I've been able to move animals outside of shows and not incur the expense of doing shows. So the expense of doing shows so far is about, I want to say, just over $1,000 for me. And that's with, travel, getting the tables, and investing in the displays.
Okay, when you put it that way, then that's a considerable amount of you don't.
So
Pull that
displays aside, each show I would have to sell at least one snake that is $100, give or take. So with them not being as local as the one I'm
So
vending.
this is a considerable distance from you, then.
The ones I go to and would vend, we have Oaks, we have Hamburg. I haven't vended either one of those. We have the new Lehigh Valley show, which I'm vending, at least in September, with a chance of having it in December, and Gettysburg again. They canceled the Bloomsburg show; it's no longer existent. But yeah, within like 3 hours, like where I can drive there in the morning to get to the show, that's pretty much my limit. So it's like 3 hours. It gives me like a 4 or 5 a.m. wake up, drive
What
out
up, Trouble?
wherever.
And it costs you $1,000 every time you do that.
No, it costs me
Whatever.
that for the displays, and then
Yeah, but that's a
what I've
one
spent
time.
going to the shows I'm vending or have vended.
Thanks.
So I mean, either way, on the whole, if I sell out this year, it's still kind of a loss.
I'm gonna
I'm
say
not
I
making-
use that I don't. I guess I'm fucking different because I haven't really invested a whole hell of a lot. I mean, I got these as displays that I put
Yeah,
my
I mean,
fucking, and I have
that may work.
I have, well,
I don't want to
well,
discourage.
understand.
people
I
from
have a
doing that.
$50 cheap ass Vista print banner. But what I'm saying is you can have all the fanciest shit in the world, but if you're not out there fucking talking to people and getting their ass to your table with big ass banners and colorful fucking imagery, then they're just gonna keep walking.
So, Will, to answer your question, these originally came from Danny at DTMG Pythons. They went to Jeremy Warfel. Jeremy upgraded, so I bought them off of Jeremy. It's sort of a thing we do in our local breeder chat. We'll sort of help out somebody else. So, yeah, I mean, it was a kick in the pants for me, spending that money, but it's 2 nice ARS displays. I believe there's 4, the 5 level or 5 spot racks or displays, and 2 of the 3, the bigger ones. So, it was something I needed to do rather than have deli cups and not look as professional.
Look like a redneck hillbilly. Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, dude, I was at a show with stuff in deli cups themselves.
And let me tell you.
Put together.
Let me tell you something. I would vend a fucking show next to the best exactly the way I am, and I'll sell every snake on my table.
Well, are they up there for $20 a pop?
No,
I mean that's
I mean, I think my cheapest
presentable.
Well, my cheapest snake is $100.
Yeah, and I had proven breeders that didn't.
It ain't always about.
What up, having a ball?
I mean, don't get me wrong, Ken. I agree. I like the big,
Hey,
nice,
Josh.
fucking fancy cases. I like that. It looks nice. It is nice. But like you said, it's very expensive. And for me, this
isn't when we spend the money on snakes. So
yeah, but it's not. I don't know. I guess I don't want to sound like an asshole, and I don't want y'all to think I'm being an asshole. But to
Well,
me,
don't be an asshole.
I'm like,
well, it ain't about the flash to me, because I'm not. But I guess it's different because I'm not really doing it to make money. Like, I'm not really doing it to fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I don't go to a show and be like stressed out about, oh man, fuck, I have to make this much. Because if I don't, I can't pay for the fucking shit I just bought to put these things in. And I can't pay for the hotel that I bought or the plane ticket or what the fuck ever.
right. And like for me, I get that, and I get that mindset. So the way I look at it is, this is a hobby for me, right? I can afford everything, right, with my day job. Would I like to see some of this come back, so I'm not just like constantly throwing money away?
Hell yeah.
To do that.
Hey, Kent.
So if I can recoup some things with sales at shows, that'll be nice. It gets my name out there locally. I mean, I think on Instagram and YouTube, I'm okay doing, but it hasn't really resulted in local sales. Most of my stuff has gone, through other things.
Kent, how long have you been in, though?
What you
in
do,
doing this
Steve?
or
Mhm.
breeding?
Breeding.
This was my
Like-
third season. So I'm still relatively new, and most of the stuff that I purchased to like grow, you've not seen yet, or I mean, you haven't seen it produce anything. So I came in around COVID. It just the timing worked out for me.
Oh, what up, Steve?
I was able to expand thanks to some money and purchase some animals, but they weren't the right animals at the time. So I had one surprise clutch my first year, pretty decent. Female proved out to be het for pied. Last year was a debacle. 4 freaking snakes out of 12 eggs. I still have 2 of the male pastels here, but this year it's been pretty good. 8 hatched so far. No normals.
Little technical difficulty, Kurt.
But yeah, I mean, I'm relatively new to breeding, but keeping, I'm going on like almost 30 years now. So, it's sort of like I always kept stuff, but, okay, I can breed ball pythons, kind of like most of y'all have been doing.
Yeah.
Breed reptiles, and I got into it.
Oh, yeah.
But I definitely
Well, that's
pivoted
how it,
about
well,
2
that's how
years
it always starts. You have a pet leopard gecko when you're 5, and you have it until you fucking leave mom and dad's house, and you get a snake, and then you're like, shit, I can put these together and I can make babies. And it's cool as shit, But yeah, hell yeah. I dig it, Kent. I dig it.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for me, like I produce ball pythons, 3 seasons straight. The other things I've tried to produce or breed, I haven't had success with. Crested geckos, slugs. I mean, I have 2 females, so obviously
What up,
that
bro?
might not work out. Leopard geckos still been hit or miss, and my Russians, I have to brumate them or find some way to cycle them into actually breeding. He tries, but she wants nothing to do with it. So I think they're gonna get cycled in the crisper drawer of my work fridge, and I'll just turn it up to 50 degrees because I don't really need that, to keep stuff food safe. It's just my lunch. So we'll see. I mean, I'd be stoked to produce captive bred Russian tortoises, but the market has gone from this to back down to normal. So, but I just want to be able to say I have them. The price point isn't really a concern for me.
What up, Kurt?
And I guess what I was getting at was, me doing it cheaper is because of what you said earlier about it's basically if you don't do good enough to where you want to be, it's gonna bum you out. And I just want to say,
He ain't
Just
coming to
like-
Daytona,
just
Kurt.
getting
He ain't
shit.
coming.
yeah, don't let it.
shows look, because I can turn those, displays around to somebody else rather quickly. It is. Am I gonna have a show market, or am I gonna just be on Morph Market, things like that? Because
Well, that's what you have. Yeah, you have to find that out because, like me, I don't fucking do Morph Market. You know what I'm saying? Like I did, but I don't do it. I sell at shows because, well, I mean, I'm not fucking producing hundreds of babies either. I'm selective as fuck about what I'm doing to the extent that I've been getting rid of snakes left and right to try to get smaller. That way it's more manageable because, again, I'm not doing it for the money. Like you said, every fucking penny that goes into it pretty much is out of my paycheck. So
yeah, I mean, I would like to get something,
we're talking 500 or more a month just in rats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know everybody says it's stupid. Why don't you breed rats? Blah blah blah. I just don't. I don't
breed
have
rats.
I don't have the time. Well, that, and that's why I'm consolidating my shit because, man, I'm a single dad. I take care of my daughter by myself. I don't have anybody to help. I got fucking 2 dogs. I got a bunch of animals, and It's not that I can't take care of them. It's just it would be nice to be able to come home and fucking just chill. You know what I mean? And not have to worry about, oh man, I gotta run in here. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. And I don't know. To me, and that goes back to what I was saying about the show shit. I don't like stress. So to me, I try to be stress fucking free. And if I put a bunch of money into something that is like a hobby like this for me, I mean, because it is a hobby for me, 100%. But it would just stress me out, and then it wouldn't be fun. And like, I've been to shows where I've been like, damn, if I don't sell this many snakes or make this much money, it's gonna suck because I basically didn't break even because the table was this much and the gas and
Oh yeah.
whatever. And it does suck, but I try. That's why I try. But that's my niche, and not everybody's shit's gonna be like that, you know. Like I said, I don't really sell online, really, because I don't like to ship snake. I just don't like it. It makes
I
me
ain't no
nervous.
problem doing it.
Yeah, me personally, I live in a very hot ass humid place, and shit goes wrong a lot. Like I don't know if I just am cursed with shipping, but like every animal that I get shipped to me, there's a delay. Like I got a Tegu years ago, and it was in Tennessee in the wintertime
Yeah,
in
Memphis.
the warehouse. Yeah, in the warehouse. And I'm on the phone. I'm like, dude, you have to get me this lizard. Like, it will die. And they're like, no, we can't. Blah 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 blah. And it was just a mix-up, is what it was. And it wasn't, I guess, nobody's fault. But the box got put on the wrong fucking truck, essentially. You know what I mean? And I don't know, dude. My blue iguana that I got had problems shipping. It came a day late. It made me nervous as hell. I don't know. It makes me nervous.
Josh and Kurt,
it's gonna be fine.
he's selling out for the Georgia boys. Josh, that's what's
Ain't
going
nothing wrong
on.
with Georgia boy.
He's
nothing
selling
wrong.
out. Steve's selling out. He doesn't want to come hang out with us, Josh.
Yeah, I gotta find somebody to watch Stella so I can go to that one show Troy's putting on.
Where's that? North Carolina?
I think so. Chris and I were talking. It's like I gotta find somebody to watch Stella because we're gonna do like a legit turn and burn, like 4 hours driving, 4 hours or whatever. You know, 4 of us going down, and then driving back like straight away. And I gotta find somebody to watch the dog. And Chris like, not my problem. Like, but yeah. So I mean, that's another issue I have is like when I have to leave for a while, I have to get somebody to watch the dogs or a dog, and feed the lizards because they eat more often than snakes, and make sure the rodents are fine. But yeah, when I switched to ASFs, I didn't really realize that my food bill was going to go up. Now there's a fuck ton more ASFs compared to Norwegians that I'm breeding.
Wait. You're saying you're spending more food on ASFs?
Well, because it's like quintupled the amount of rodents I actually have compared to, like a 1.4, 1.5, Norwegian colony. These are like 3.12 ASF colonies. I mean, it's a lot more animals, and they're going through a lot more food. They're shredding a lot more food. But my cost, I think, only has gone up a bag for like 2 months. So I mean, it's not terrible. It's just something else to be aware of. But I am producing a crap ton. To the point where, I need to get a second or a chest freezer to sort of manage.
That's what I was gonna suggest. I would euthanize them and fucking freeze them.
No, my fridge is full of a freaking pig right now. So
I have no problem with. I mean, I have what?
Well, you're also selling them live, right?
Yeah, but majority of them I feed. Like I feed them to my snakes.
You also have a lot more snakes than I do. I only have like 50 right now.
Because right now I have what, 10, 12, 13, 14.
God damn, what are you doing? Looking at a bookshelf in front of you that goes
No,
in the
I'm trying to think of how many colonies of ASFs I have. I
He's
have
like
Oh,
looking up,
man.
like they're on the ceiling. 1, 2, 3.
no. I have
Cinco,
about,
cinco,
I have
seis.
about
8, 9,
14
10.
I have about 14 ASF colonies, and there are 1 to 4.
Okay, so I mean that's not terrible. As far as
No,
production
and then
goes.
on top of that, I have what, 9 Norwegian colonies and 8 mice colonies.
Oh, you still breeding mice? Oh, they stinky fucks.
You ain't kidding.
I'm moving. I'm slowly like moving the mice out of the picture because I'll replace a colony. I'll get rid of the mice colony and replace it with an ASF colony.
Yeah. I mean,
So I
they're
don't
similar
lose.
size. I think
Yeah, so I
ASS.
What
don't
do you
lose.
do? Well, what are you breeding? What are you feeding mice to?
Well, most of the
Like-
time it's like filler,
Picky eater.
like a filler meal, like for the babies. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's why.
because my rats don't produce a lot right now. Like they
Okay.
kind of like died down, and then two, I have a lot more people that come for my rats than they do for my ASF, so my rats get sold out quicker. So sometimes I'm having to feed mice to the babies because my ASFs will be sold out, and then my rats will also be sold out.
Oh yeah. I feed mice sometimes, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I know I have a lot of fucking when I have hatchlings, a lot of them only eat mice. And I've had big adult like breeder females that only want mice, and it is such a pain in the ass trying to get a big breeder female that's trying to produce eggs and shit. And
mine
losing weight
eat
'cause
all
all
of it.
she eats is a little bitty mouth.
No, all my snakes eat everything. They either have they'll get a rat one day or 1 week, an ASF the next week. Obviously, I don't give them the mice because it's just not enough of a meal.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
my
mean,
thing.
like,
you know? I mean, I
what
feed
got my
12.
acid pastel to double head clown pie to eat the first time was a mouse, and then now she eats everything. So I mean, it's nice to have that variety or be able to get that variety.
Yeah.
It's not a joke, but I will say since I switched over to mainly ASF, almost everything is taken on.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
have-
I had a
My picky boy,
I
Diablo,
got one
he
breeder
was so
size
picky.
Pied Hat DG that hasn't eaten here yet, but I think that's because she's cycling and I just got her in an opportune time. And then my Bongo female I just got hasn't taken a meal yet, but I'm sure they'll be fine. Everything like is taking ASFs readily.
Yeah.
And then, I'll supplement with whatever, rats I have, while I, get out of breeding Norwegians. But, I hate to say it. For me, it's like I'm going to feed what my snakes eat. And if you buy a snake from me, it will eat. I just, I feel bad if you don't have access to the same rodents I do, but eventually they'll eat. I don't find that, animals are that picky. Eventually, when you're hungry enough, you're going to eat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's
no,
my.
I like a big, a fucking rat. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I do have ASFs in the freezer, but I don't know. Like, and I will say I've had snakes that like babies that are about to die because they won't eat. They just refuse, and they refuse live. They refuse Prosenthal and everything. But we
Why
can't.
you assist feed them for like a year and prop them
Well,
up. Like,
That's what I was gonna say. You fucking if I put an ASF, like brain it and put it in front of it, oh my god, they take it instantly. I don't know if it's a the smell of an ASF, but in Alabama you can't get live ASFs. Well, I mean
What?
you can, but it's illegal.
You can't get large field mice.
No,
Yeah,
you can
they're
get you can
desert,
get live.
gerbils or whatever the hell we call them.
Yeah, that is
Not that I'm advocating for bringing in an illegal animal to a state, but there are certainly
No,
ways.
people do it. I mean, if you was to ask anybody who sells rats for prey item in Alabama, they'll say, "Hey, you need ASF." I mean, but I mean, I I don't know. I don't have enough of them that are like that picky. And I feed frozen thawed, so I feed fucking hamsters, rats, mice, quail, chickens. I feed all kind of shit to them. So I don't know. That's why I like frozen thawed, man, because I wouldn't like to eat a hamburger every day. And I'm sure the snake don't like to eat a fucking rat every day. You know, so I try to give it some feathers sometimes, a stinking ass hamster, you know, whatever I can
if you get variety, right? But I will say when you're feeding like birds, that smell of that poop is bad.
I think it stinks no matter what. You know, people always say snakes are the best. They only poop and pee once a week. That's bullshit. I'm going to tell you something right now. That is the most bullshit statement I think I've ever heard in this community. If there is a lie to be told, it is that snakes only poop once a week.
Well, they can only eat. They might only eat once per year. I mean, it's the greatest pet ever. My dog has to eat at least twice a day, and then have some.
Oh yeah. Well, if they're not eating, you don't have to clean nothing up. Let me rephrase that. If you have an animal that's eating good, you know, getting fat, getting all happy and cuddly, then you're cleaning up piss and poop almost every other day in my house.
I mean, like for the hatchling rack where I have everything on paper, yeah, it's constant cleaning. But where stuff is on Coco, spot cleaning, you know, clean the sheds, clean the dookie.
But that's why I can't do a lot of substrate, because I know it's there, and I still smell it. You know what I mean? I use paper towels now, but I am fixing to go back to Coco. But just because it's cheaper, you know, honestly.
Well, paper towels they just suck.
Yeah, they suck too. Yeah, they're not.
Whoever buys the paper towels for where I work at, those are the worst because I had to steal a roll in a pinch. And they were terrible.
Have you ever tried to use the brown ones that come in the big rolls that go in the bathrooms, like to roll the brown?
No, but I do get the like trifold ones occasionally because I'll throw like $2 to my company and grab them because they sort of.
Whoever said these are a pain in the butt sometimes to like.
Is that the liners? The little liners? Yeah.
What's wrong with the brown paper towels, Nick?
They stick to the fucking tub, man.
Yeah, they do.
I don't have that problem.
Dude, I do.
Me and Justin use them on every single tub, and we do not have
for real.
Every tub.
If they get in their water, or if I spray it too heavy one day, or it gets too humid and it gets wet, and then it dries out, and my shit, it fucking sticks, and you're scraping that shit off.
No.
Because I never had that problem.
We do the paper towels, and then the front part of the bin gets Coco.
Oh, well, that might be
why. So the whole bin ain't Coco. You know what I mean?
That's why. Well, that's why, because
back where their heat is where the paper is. You know what I'm saying? The paper towels.
Your substrate's soaking up all that moisture, and it's not. If you fucking just test it, do an experiment, and do the whole thing.
I do. I have a couple of my racks with just that in it. No Coco at all. Just the paper towels.
Okay. You know what? I want it documented. Okay.
All right. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'm going there Sunday, and I'll gladly take a video and show you. No problem. No sweat off my back, homie.
It's a date.
Trust me. Every Sunday I'm there, bro.
Sunday.
Yeah, boy.
Why don't you try to
clean them up, get the rats clean, get everybody fed. Me and Justin put in the work on Sundays.
Why don't you use that construction paper, Nick?
I used to use the brown painter's paper that comes in the big rolls, and it was perfect size. I used to use that, but I don't know. I just got out of it. You know, I just change different shit sometimes. The brown painter's roll or any kind of paper like you're talking about, like industrial kind of work, you know, you put down on the floor kind of shit in a home.
Right.
That shit was pretty good, but it's not
Okay, what up, my brother?
Like peas or poops in there, and it's like, you know, kind of nasty. Doesn't absorb it, so
positive
it's just
vibes your way, my brother.
I don't know. It used to get really nasty sometimes.
Right.
Because I've had, I've had they like to play in their shit,
What's up,
Oh, in
Aaron?
case anybody out there in the chat missed it, by the way, big congrats to Sarah and Josh. Got married yesterday.
173. 173.
Sundog
173.
Serpents,
I thought
baby.
you only had 150 health.
What is going on over there?
Somebody's
150
playing.
Somebody's
Somebody
playing a
said
game.
headshot. I put my fucking banjo up so that we could have a discussion, and all I hear is headshot. I got 150 life. Get his ass, duck.
Oh, who's playing Fortnite?
I think it's probably Fortnite or Call of Duty or some shit like that. What is that other one? I don't play video games. What's
Battleground.
What's
whatever.
the one? Well, we know it's not Mortal Kombat.
Well, because it would have been like fatality.
Fatality, get over
What up,
here.
bro?
It's Valorant.
What's up, bro?
Valorant. He's playing Valorant. What up, bro?
He's playing what?
Thank you for your service, brother. He's
No, I've never heard of.
It's called Valorant.
Is that
Valkyrie?
an Xbox game? PS4 game? PC
PS5.
game? Oh,
PS5.
Oh, look at you being all fancy with PS5. I have to get
Not
one
me.
so I can play NCAA.
Not me. That's Junior, bro.
Dude, my coworkers have been hounding me to get a freaking PS5, and I'm like, bro, I will never touch a PS5 in my life. It's Xbox.
Well, until you
game.
realize you need to
Xbox
play NCAA 2025.
I'm not gonna lie though, man. The
Xbox game.
quality on that thing is
I knew that there was something wrong with you, Jesus. PlayStation is the OG. Okay, you wouldn't have. You
You know
wouldn't
what?
have.
You know what? Let's actually go way further back. I'm a PC guy. I grew up on Diablo on the PC.
You remember when
I don't
Resident
know if
Evil
that's way back, bro.
came
Way back
out?
For
it'd
me,
be more
it-
like
we grew up with
way
Oregon
back it'd be
Trail.
more like floppy dick over there.
When it
Floppy
came to
dick.
5-inch floppy, right?
Mr.
I
Floppy
remember-
over there.
I remember
Mr.
the
Rope.
day Resident Evil came out, man, on
Mm.
PC. Because all of my friends, I was old enough to know what it was and play it and shit, and all of my friends fucking loved it. They had it. You go over to somebody's house, they're sitting there on the fucking computer like. I never got into the computer games because you have to use the fucking keyboard, and I'm not a good typer.
Hmm.
So I could never do
You're
it.
not really using a lot of the keyboards. You're just using some hotkeys. That's it.
Well, okay,
Hold
all
up. You
I
can
can
actually
do is
get a mouse now where you don't have to use the keyboard. All the keys are
There
on the
you go.
mouse.
but
Or
you can't
be
play.
like me and plug in your PlayStation controller.
That as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, that's the way to go, Kent. You're a smart man. I knew there was something
What up,
about you.
Wiz?
Oh no, I still suck at the games I play.
Can't wait to see you next week, brother.
What up? What up? What up?
Chris?
Thanks for popping in, bro.
Now, I wish this one would shed so I could figure out if it's got pastel in it.
Blow him up, blow him up, blow him up.
That one you
Jesus,
passed out?
about to fire
I'm
you.
coming. Hey, you can't fire me.
So this is one of the reasons why I don't want to do like highway acts like super pairings, because I hit a snake like this, which is clearly Yellow Belly Complex acts like super. Pairing was a highway to a Bumblebee Spark. So I'm hoping when this thing eventually sheds out, I will be able to tell it's not pastel, but the head stamp is saying pastel, screaming it at me. But I think this is actually a bypass. So that is a gravel spark. But I don't know quite yet. When it sheds out, maybe I'll know more. I don't want to shed test it because it's $50 a pop, 4 snakes in this clutch. And that sort of will cut into my bottom line. But here's the other one. The one
Oh, you just added to your sale price.
I was thinking about it, and that's a female. I may hold it back. And here's another one that popped out. This was it's obviously a Bumblebee, but what I don't know is if there's spark in there. Is this the Algener? It's clearly looking like mom. It's got the bumblebee head, got a tiny eye, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, definitely a cool looking animal. Hopefully it eats.
It might be. It kind of looks it, but I mean, I can't say 100%.
Yeah, I mean it's just weird because it has sort of this yellow dorsal going down,
Right.
almost uninterrupted.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to see it shed out and see how if it's reduced. But,
Bosa.
I mean,
That's
you
normal.
could have her $100, plus shipping there, TK. But yeah, I mean, it's
Why are
certainly
you saying
more
pause, Banner?
blushed out than the mom.
Because you said come or something.
What I
Come.
said.
You said I'm coming.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, this is what sucks, right? That you got that tiny eye.
Hey man, some snakes can't help the way that they are. Okay, you have to love and appreciate that tiny eye until you
But
die.
we'll do this since it is a spider. No wobble.
Your hand's moving. Your hand's
I know my
moving.
hand's moving. His head was
sucks.
upright, and here's
I
the other
I
spider.
used to have girls at shows. It was always girls that would come up to me and be like, "This snake has a wobble. It's spider," and I would be like, "No, your fucking hand is shaking because you're holding it and you're scared of it." But they'd be shaking like a motherfucker. You're just shaking because it's hard to stand still. But I'm saying they're shaking the fuck out of it, and I'm like, God damn.
But I mean, the way you want to look at it is,
It's the human with the Parkinson's, not the snake.
yeah, right. It's where they find their equilibrium, right?
That
Right.
is not what I said. None of my spiders had wobble.
Yeah, I know, Banna.
But I got rid of them.
It's $200 to test the whole clutch, and then I'm not netting anything positive.
I got rid of all my spiders, and I regret doing it. But I did it just because I got fucking sick of it at shows and shit. People just every 5 fucking minutes.
Okay, Jesus, take me off solo. I'm done showing them.
No, I'm gonna leave you on there for a hot minute. Let
But-
you rant a little bit.
The way I look at spider and the sort of genes with the wobble, it's a necessary evil in certain, as we try to hit certain combos.
Dookie.
You know,
Man.
well, like I can be out of champagne and spider this season, never to regret it again. But there certain combos that I'm trying to hit. I'm not necessarily breeding to make bumblebees or whatever. Those were two necessary evils to hit that, acts like super yellow belly gravel spark animal, which I may or may not keep. But yeah, it sucks. And people talk about it awfully, like, oh my god, I am terrible for breeding spider.
Oh, I know.
Well, you better not have any, French bulldogs or any other animals with these known genetic issues, right? I mean, anybody that owns a French bulldog, I mean, you bred those things to have sleep apnea and other.
Yeah, and I will say to stuff like that. I got a French bulldog, but I didn't even
snore worse than you.
Dude, I didn't even. Well, not just that. It's sad. It's like the dog can't. It can't be outside for an extended period of time. It fucking has to go to the vet every 6 months, on the fucking dot. It has skin problems. It can't hardly breathe because, when they bred, their shit has been bred to be smaller, so their snout is all jacked the fuck up. So they all do that. They're not even sleeping. They're just like. I can hear that motherfucker in the room behind me just snort breathing. It's sad.
I got a Beagle Bulldog mix, and looks Beagle, but mostly Bulldog with all her problems. She snores and farts worse than anything.
Oh, the farts are the worst with a bulldog, dude.
Man's kind of smirked right there.
Any kind of bulldog, pit bull, bulldog, boxer, any kind of bulldog-esque dog.
The worst.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. Yes. It sucks because actually I was looking at a couple snakes I want to get, and they got the spider gene in them. I'm like, man, it's like you want to get it, but then you don't. Like, I like the spider personally.
Oh,
Me
it's like if it didn't have the wobble, it would be.
Yeah.
But I like champagne and I like pine and I mean, don't they say a bunch of fucking snakes have neurological issues, but I mean, it's just not as prominent or some shit. I mean,
It's
I don't
just
know.
that OG spider complex. So it's spider, champagne, Woma, hidden gene Woma, and I'm forgetting one. But it may be there. You can't make supers, but it may happen. And I have my male champagne pastel has a wobble. My Bumblebee Spark female that produced that collection definitely has a wobble. But again, eats, feeds, breeds.
Oh, well,
Like,
well, see, that's where we differ because I couldn't personally breed a snake if it had that. Me personally.
yeah, but it's not guaranteed to pass that
No,
on.
it's not, but it's also, it's like for me personally, like I said, I don't give a fuck what anybody does because I'm not them. But like, like I said, none of them had wobble, and I made sure of that before I even bought them. But because I bought them to breed, and I don't know,
Right.
like I
Yeah,
had,
that's the sort of like thing with where we're at with spider. Are we being somewhat inhumane continuing to produce these animals? And I would say no. I mean, it's just as like when we breed as humans. I mean, there are bound to be some defects sometime down the line, but we're also bound to be normal.
I mean,
And yeah, that's a hot take, and I'll stand by it. It's not like I intentionally breeding these things to be cruel. It just happened. I hit 2 this year. I had a bunch of champagnes the year before, or 2 years before.
But black pastel's pretty cool though. But what happens if you do that to black pastel? I mean, that's
Right. There's
spider.
So I mean, there is another thing where if you're breeding super black pastel or super cinnamon, where you can cool down your incubator a little bit, and it seems to maybe help. But again, it's all anecdotal.
Right.
You can produce something in 52 days or something in 65 days. At the end of the day, genetic issues are going to be there, and I think the past couple of years I've proved that with my small eye snakes and everything else in the collection being fine. It just happens sometimes. You know, it's just that one this year happens to be a spider, a very nice spider, albeit. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can go on. You can have the best of parents, the best of genes, and still have some sort of issue via incubation, or it's just bad luck. What you got there, Jesus? You can put yourself up. You're hosting.
Oh no, I'm playing around with my banana blue ghost.
Well, we can't see it.
All right. And Derek's not here to talk up Blue Ghost.
There you go.
Nice. How big is he now?
Last time I checked him, he was
500-600.
Closer to 6. Last time I checked him, he did have he didn't poop yet, but he did have a really fat ASF earlier this week. So
I see that dorsal.
he's pretty good at eating. Hey! Don't wrap the mic.
That pattern's so wonky on those blue ghosts.
Yeah, it's really wonky. Because you'll have
nice Derek snake.
Like you'll have like the fluorescent on the top part where it's like shiny and then it dulls out at the bottom.
Right.
But this boy, he's ready to rock and roll, but his girlfriend is not. So I'm probably gonna be
Is the
pairing
girlfriend
him.
the het?
What's that?
Is the girlfriend the het?
No, I'll show you the girlfriend. Hold on.
throw him with with another female and then throw his ass back in the tub with the one you wanted to breed with. See what happens.
Well, his female is not ready. The female is just,
Oh, not ready size yet. Okay.
yeah, no. But
I'm
no, he's gonna be going to my orange ghost pin girl that I have.
I'm getting a female here pretty soon in a couple weeks.
Nah, you haven't dookied either. What's going on with you guys, huh?
Jesus wants the poo-poo, the caca.
What?
Hey
Jesus
man.
wants the caca, the snake caca,
So-
man.
So this is his girlfriend. She's just single gene blue ghost. Stay still, man. People want to see you. It's a pattern disrupting gene, and she's kind of grayish.
Yeah, I mean, Derek's hyped that project up. I mean,
Oh,
I
for
get
sure.
it. Yeah,
Like I'm excited to like for next year when she's up to size, and she's gonna be going to the blue ghost male, the banana blue ghost.
I bet the banana blue ghost baby is a pretty snake.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
for sure, yeah.
When you have KG going to Derek's house and going, "Yo, you need to see this blue ghost,"
Yeah,
there's probably something there. Just saying.
yeah. So I'm excited for her next year. So she's gonna be, cautiously feeding her and making sure she's growing up right.
What's she about 750 now, give or take?
She's actually just below him a little bit on weight. So he's about 625. She's about 575.
Nice.
So they're growing up rather nicely. So, but my boy is gonna be going to. Where the hell did I put you? Oh, she's over on the other rack, but I don't want to get up and move. But he'll be going to an orange ghost pin girl, so she's up to size.
Now, are you keen on keeping like the lines the same in hypo, orange ghost, blue ghost, all that?
When it comes to the banana blue ghost, he can go to the orange ghost, but I'm for sure just gonna keep his girlfriend will be just for him. So like I'm not
Right. So you're gonna keep that
gonna mess
line
that up.
going.
Yeah, no.
But you can also put them to orange ghost, hypo.
Yeah, I can put him to
etc.
orange ghost. Yeah. So
I
I'm
mean,
looking forward to that.
that's where I'm at. I got ghost, hypo, orange ghost, like you name it, it's here, or whatever somebody called it. At this point,
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I did get some new snakes in, so one girl's staring me right in my face right now. She's in the
Wants to
temporary
eat you.
tub. She's it was the Ultramel trio that I bought from Right On Reptiles from Evan. It was Ultramel head pie girl, and the other two girls were pastel pied head Ultramels. And my boys
so you got 3 girls.
Hmm?
You got 3 girls there.
yeah, that are gonna
Alright.
be going to one dude.
You have any Ultramel pied stuff in the mail?
I have an Ultramel head pied boy, yeah.
Okay.
And then I have a baby Ultramel OD head pied. Where did I put him?
Nice. I mean, I just love.
Oh yeah, he's over here.
I just love the way they look, man.
Yeah, I love Ultramel.
Right,
In
Ultramel
general.
head pied proven breeder.
I do have I have a black pastel pied girl that I bred to that same Ultramel head pied boy, just so I can try to hit black pastel Ultramel pieds head Ultramels, because I want
Yeah, I
black
think-
pastel and Ultramel together.
I have one. I have a clutch of it was Ultramel pinstripe to cinnamon. That's clutch 4. I don't know what clutch 5 is. It's my pied girl, but I don't know who sired it, and I won't know until it pops out. I had all pieds. Oh, Enchi
Yeah.
and OD in there. I know. who
Little
did it.
Who's Your Daddy clutch?
Yeah, I wanted to avoid it, but I don't know. Is it retained? Is it a new one, or did my Ultramel het pied hit? The worst case scenario is I hit all pieds, and then I have to just test one, to see what happened. One if it had Ultramel.
I think pretty much this year I'm just gonna be focusing on the Ultramel because the boy is gonna have my Ultramel boy is gonna have 5 girlfriends this season. I have 4 that are gonna go here. Then I have 1 more coming from Pat down in Florida. But then I am also gonna be working my DG projects. So I have like 3-4 DG projects.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited for stuff that's coming down the pike here. I got this boy.
What are you getting from Patrick, Jesus?
The 10 snakes that I bought from him.
The 10?
Yeah.
10, like 10.
Yes, 10
Yeah.
snakes.
I'll go pick up 5 of them.
No.
I'll have him send you the other 5.
No, they're all coming up here. None of that shenanigans.
Hey, Patrick, don't worry. I got you, bro. I'll see you in Daytona. You just bring those 5 with you.
A dick.
Come on. No plugs. Damn it. Actually, he'll be ready. Pastel Hypo Clown. He's
Hold
going
on, let me
to.
blow you up.
So he's not ready yet. But Pastel Hypo Clown, he'll
Nice.
be paired to a Super Pastel Enchi Butter Ghost next year, and a Clown Enchi Yellow Belly Pastel, and I think my Bongo Girl. To get double heads into that and bring Bongo in here.
We got it, right, Boza? We got it. We'll take care of him.
Here. That's exciting for me.
No, they're coming home.
It's not hitting visual double visuals. It's hitting visual Kodam visual hits on both sides for Clown and Hypo. I also have, if you will cooperate, this Pied Het DG.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I think she's cycling right now because she's been off food. So she's gonna get paired to the Blackhead Leopard DG.
Ooh, that's gonna be nice.
Possible head hypo. So that's exciting.
That's gonna be nice. If
Yeah.
it drops.
I hope
Oh,
everything
yeah.
freaks out, and then I have this girl that's gonna go to the Ultramel het pied male I showed previously. This is a pied het Ultramel. So I will
That's
have
how-
two chances.
That's how the other 2 girls look. The pastel pied head ultima girls that I got.
Yeah, so if you can see, there's this blushing that they got
Yeah.
where the oranges kind of show up. So I mean that's exciting. I'll have 2 chances at hitting double visuals next year and a bunch of other fun stuff. So I'm really excited for year 4.
I'm gonna be excited if I hit ultima pied, bro.
Hell
Right?
yeah.
I mean, hell, Ken hit clown pies, and he's like, "Oh, I might sell." It's like, come on, you got to keep that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ain't going
Okay,
nowhere.
so the 10 snakes that I got coming from Pat are 3 honey head ultramel girls, an ultramel female breeder.
Oh, yeah, KK.
Thanks. It's always good to get breeders, and this is the Blackhead Leopard DG.
Nice.
I will say,
Nice.
probably gonna be het for pied, but
So
also
you said what was that again?
it's Blackhead Leopard DG for sure. 66% het pied, and I found out that there was also het hypo in the
Nice.
pairing. So yeah, he is gonna do work here.
Nice.
And I wish I would have bought more of this guy's stuff.
Yeah, then I have a Cypress Cinnamon Ultramel boy coming.
Nice.
Vanilla DG boy. 2 Het DG females. 1 GHI chocolate mahogany Het DG boy, and then a Mario DG.
Oh shit! Look at Nick's brother stepped in for a minute.
He
Mario,
froze. Oh,
Mario,
look, he's
that's
moving.
Jungle Woma, right? Or maybe
Chumbawamba.
What's
It's the
that?
Chumbawamba.
it's different. Oh, you come in thinking he's Slipknot? I saw a mask off the wall.
It's Chumbawamba.
Chumbawamba?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to see the snake I got? I got this snake the other day.
I love how Jesus just muted himself, took the mic out, took the earphone out.
Snake Farm. It's a real fine place. Snake Farm. Ugh.
Yeah, this is
Snake
where
Farm.
the shovel.
Sorry, everybody. I gotta go. Oh, shit.
You're too much, Nick. You're too much.
I know. I gotta get myself off here. I gotta go play this thing and walk the dogs.
You're gonna walk the dogs and play the banjo at the same time?
Now,
Yeah.
hold on. If he can
I
play
just-
Drunken Lullabies right now, I'll send him a snake.
If I can play what?
Drunken Lullabies by Flogging Molly.
I can't play that. Do you know any goddamn Gallows? Or I don't know. I don't know, Rusty Bucket and Fish Guts. You know any of that?
Man, I listen to a band called Acoustic Hookah. The hell do you listen to?
Oh, Mr. Shadow, oh, Mr. Rain. 7 devils calling, whispering my name. Oh, Mr. Shadow, oh, Mr. Rain. Trying to outrun you on the graveyard.
There's that Bama coming.
You know what I'm saying? Whoa, ha, say it. I can go faster, but you probably can't hear it good.
Oh,
And you
man.
look like Corey Feldman when he plays guitar.
Oh,
Hey,
shut the
Stan,
fuck up. I've seen all those. I've seen all those memes of him, like, and all the videos of him. It blew my mind. I was like, God damn, you know, like, is this what we're coming
With enough
to?
effects, you can sound good, right?
Like, is that what the world's coming to? Is Corey Feldman up there playing the guitar? I guess. I don't know.
Opening for Limp Bizkit, mind you.
hey, you guys, I gotta put these kids to sleep. So whoever wants to control this,
We
I
can't
Yeah,
control it, but we
I
can
gotta let the
certainly-
dog out anyway. I do gotta go for real.
like,
I was
who,
just
who can.
Who can talk? I can talk.
Well, talk for like the next 10, 15 minutes because I gotta put these.
You're gonna be talking to yourself because I'm going.
Oh, okay.
Peace out,
man.
Nick.
Well, Stan and Vance are still.
Well,
here.
Vance is
Yeah, but,
No, I'm
but
here.
they ghosted.
I had to go grab me something to munch on over here.
Well, hey, it's been real. Everybody in the chat,
Yeah,
if y'all want to
you
play
played
some,
banjo.
hit me up. You know
Keep
what
it
I'm
real,
saying?
Nick. Keep it real.
Yeah, keeping it real. 666 Serpent. Later, y'all.
Later, brother.
Yo, Stan. So what is? I'm not going. So what's your guys' itinerary for like Daytona next weekend?
Just going with the flow, bro.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I would have loved to go, but you know, things being what they are, here, certainly I could swing it, but you know,
No, I
wanna-
understand, man.
I
don't
want to
blame you.
focus on, me hearing those shows and not be hot and sweaty down in Daytona drinking beer, because I can do that here. But it's certainly like one of those shows. I think if you want to do that circuit and go to shows, Daytona is one of those that you have to make it a point to go to. Same with Tinley. And I would say, the Arlington Dallas show, but now they changed it, so it's in Dallas proper. So maybe
Yeah,
not.
but the I don't know. From what I hear, the one in Dallas is like all the crazy restrictions because of where it's at.
Right, because they changed it from Arlington to Dallas proper.
Right.
I think it was at like Jerry World before. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, just the changing where it physically was located added a bunch of restrictions. I would also argue that the Pomona show is a good one.
Thanks, John. Pomona. Yeah, that's the one in Cali, right?
Yeah. I don't think. And there's also one in Anaheim. I'm not
The
familiar
Super
with
Show?
California.
Super Show, I think it is.
Yeah, but there's two out there that I think would be worthwhile going to. I mean, I feel like you have Western shows, a proper Southern show, and then you Daytona, and a bunch of Midwest stuff. Like everything seems to be in the Midwest. Like for the amount of breeders and whatnot we have in Pennsylvania, we are getting the short end of the stick. Like New England, Mid-Atlantic, there's nothing here. I mean, there's a bunch of shows, but it's not like a big show. And
Everybody's still in the closet. Just need somebody up there to start a show.
Well, and we had an ARBC show up here in Philadelphia, and we do have one of the longest running reptile, expos in Hamburg, now in Morgantown. So that's kind of cool to have like that type of thing. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like we got a show every other weekend, and we're all competing against each other. And unfortunately, a show I liked, wound up kicking the bucket. And I felt it filled a void in Bloomsburg. That's north central PA. There really wasn't much out there. They were just competing with some other more well-established shows, and unfortunately they didn't make it.
Get back in the let's see. Let me think here. Damn. So I'd say back like 96, between 96 and 98, I used to go to the shows in Matamoros, PA.
Yeah. That's
And
up,
was that like a resort on the river?
Right. Yeah, that was going
And back then, I kicked
Yeah.
myself in the ass because it sounded expensive back then, but you could get a breeding pair of croc monitors for $800.
Oh. Yeah, but we still have these little.
You
I call them
could
little
go
shows.
there and buy 10-foot Burmeses for like $150 all day, every day.
Man, that was back when albino was like the hot gene.
Had a 10-footer albino.
And I was looking at, because I do want to berm at some point, and I was looking at them now, and just the way they look is completely different now.
Oh, 100%.
Probably because they got a bunch of other hets and other genes in them, aside from just being straight, albino. But it's just crazy to see where things have gone since.
Yeah, 'cause we had straight albino or straight berms and then one albino. And back then, it was kind of super rare to have an albino. But now I watch what Dylan's doing.
Oh my God!
And man, he's got some outstanding
He
berms,
got the
bro.
champagne
Like,
stuff. I forget
bro,
what the one he posted the
insane,
other
man.
day.
I was like, what? Really? Like, blew my mind going on his IG and looking at his berms. I mean, he's got
There's even
some nice berms.
there's a berm gene that it was, I think he was talking about a while back, and I never even heard of it. And I know quite a bit like on those, and I was like, damn, I never even heard of that. I need to figure out what it was again because it was something pretty cool.
Yeah, Dylan's got some nice stuff. There was something he posted a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, yeah, that's the berm I want. He goes, you can't afford it. I'm like, I can try. Also, she's not for sale.
That's a fact.
But yeah, he does have nice stuff. So if you're looking for berms, hit up Dylan, D Serpents. Hey Vance, while you're here,
Isn't it D's Balls and Exotics?
These balls and exotic, whatever.
Okay,
It's
well you
Dylan.
said D Serpents, but
That's somebody else. Anyway,
golly, get it right.
my team and Vance's team, I believe, are playing in 3 days for a preseason game that doesn't matter.
Yeah. I can't wait. I'm glad it's here.
Yeah, it's football season again.
Yeah.
For real?
Which means for the
Yeah.
first year, I'm happy I have nothing to do on Saturdays or Sundays because I no longer do a live show. So I will be able to watch all the football.
So what's preseason start this weekend?
Yeah, preseason proper. They had the Hall of Fame game last week, with, like Caleb Williams and his nail polish and whatever.
It's going to be
yeah, it's exciting.
You guys get some good players picked up?
Hell no. Dallas still has to re-sign CD, Dak, and Micah coming up, so they're screwed. They did grab a linebacker off the Chiefs, but it's not really good. I mean, to solve the running back problem, they grabbed Zeke again. Boza said he heard the Dolphins winning the Super Bowl this year. Well,
Yeah,
I
probably
see it.
not.
I'll give you a Tua.
That's messed up.
I don't know. I like it's the moves that have been made in the offseason. Obviously, in the NFC East, it's going to be Dallas and Philadelphia again. Shooting for that. I think the Giants might contend. I don't know. NFC North has gotten better. NFC West has been the cream of the crop lately. The South still kind of.
Did they change that back yet to the New Jersey Giants or no?
Hey, remember that time the Arizona Cardinals were in the NFC East?
That was a long time ago.
It wasn't that long. It was in my lifetime. I mean, same time that the Dallas Stars were in the Dallas North Stars for like a year.
I remember when they still brought new teams in. There used to be 28 teams, and then they brought in some more.
They lost the Browns, became the Ravens, then they brought the Browns back.
Yeah.
Honestly, just give me something that's not 12-5 and a disappointment. I'll be happy. Now at least in college football, Penn State's got the expanded playoff where they're poised to make it easily. So we'll see. But until then, we got Olympic sports going on.
I haven't even paid attention.
We still in the lead in medals?
I think so. We picked up a bunch today in track and field. Secured one in wrestling. Got 2 more going for bronze tomorrow.
Should be almost at 90 gold, shouldn't we? It's a couple days ago we were at like 70 something.
I mean, it was crazy. If you guys watched, I think it was the 1500 where they had it pitted that it was this Britain guy, Kerr, I think his name was. I forget his name. And this Norwegian guy, like they were gonna go after it, right? Norwegian guy got like 4th. The Cole Hawker from the U.S. He just took over and won that race. And then another American got 3rd, leaving the Norwegian in the dust.
We got the most medals out of everybody
Well, that's how it should
by
work, right?
30. We got 30 medals more than China. We got almost 60 more than Australia.
What are we
That's
at,
first,
90?
second, and third. But we got the most golds, we got the most silvers, and we got the most bronze.
What are we
Right,
at? Like
America.
something?
What's that?
Should be 90 something, shouldn't it?
We have 103.
Oh,
China
shoot.
has 73, and Australia has 45. That's 1, 2, and 3 in the medals right now.
Yeah, but Australia beat us in women's water polo earlier in a shootout.
I'm not into that.
I mean, that's a fun sport to watch. I mean, think about it. Every 4 years, we get to watch all these sports we don't give a fuck about.
Well, I'm not saying I don't care about it, but it's like, when did breakdancing become a sport?
I don't
Someone
know.
explain?
They made it a sport, and
That's
we're
what I'm
about to kick
saying. Like,
wrestling now.
what? Yeah, so let's bring breakdancing and kick wrestling out.
There's no baseball.
Next year it'll be like the Mamba, you know, the Olympics for dancing.
Well, there's skateboard and BMX now. I mean, X Games infiltrated. But yeah,
I think next year they're gonna put on what's that? Pickleball? No, what's all the people playing now?
yeah, it's
the
pickleball.
pickleball.
All the people
Yeah.
your age, yeah, they're playing
Not
pickleball.
you go fuck yourself, you prick. My age. The hell is that supposed to mean? Damn.
You're closer to my parents than you are to me, so
Ken's older than me. Old as dirt, boy.
Ken's gonna go
Stop
for the
acting up.
gold medal in speed walking. Yeah, apparently there's form you have to keep in the speed walking. If they bring cornhole or any other yard games in, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Maybe if they bring yard darts, that'd be nice. But it's got to be the old school ones, not this plastic bullshit. I want the metal ones that look like 10 times the size of a dart.
Right.
But I mean, it's exciting to see people succeed and see like some success stories, like the guy that won the 200 meter today, the first African medal in any event, in the sprints. Somebody that wasn't Usain Bolt. I mean, that's cool to see the meme-tastic pole vaulter from France not medal because he was well endowed.
Ding 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 ding.
We also had a guy from the U.S. today. He set a world record, I think, or Olympic record in speed climbing, but it was just in the wrong round because it's head to head, and he wound up losing in the semis and then getting bronze. Yeah, it's just crazy to see all this stuff. You got Simone Biles doing her thing. Katie Ledecky.
I don't know if it was in the Olympics or not, but Stanley was showing me this wall climbing. Bro, I don't know how tall the wall was, but all I know is that girl. It was two girls head to head, like you were talking, bro. That girl made it up there in 6.06 seconds.
Yeah, just spider up that wall.
It didn't even look like she was grabbing anything, bro. She was going so fast. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, just watching all these people be at like their peak athleticism, it is really cool. Even if it's in a sport we don't care about, generally speaking. So I will say Serbia put us on the ropes in basketball today. We came back and won. We're good at regular basketball, not the 3 versus 3, because apparently FIBA is corrupt. And the best we could put out there was Jimmer Fredette. If you follow basketball, he was good at BYU years ago, I think when I was in school. Not the best pro, and a bunch of other guys were on our 3v3 team. But yeah, I mean, I think it's certainly cool to, see all these different sports. We're all talking about the guy from Turkey that shows up to the pistol shooting thing without any specialized shit and gets second.
Yeah, I seen that. That's crazy.
Like there's been some meme worthy stuff. No, it's just I like it. Keeps me busy at work.
Lets the day go by fast.
Yeah, you put it on.
Doesn't
the
work
second.
keep you busy?
We're in kind of a weird shutdown type of thing. We
okay.
switched software, so I'm just sort of waiting, and then I put the the stuff on the other screen while I'm waiting. Don't forget to give his girl some shine. It was mixed teams. Which one I'm talking about?
Which one?
Today, Junior. I mean, I for the most part I've watched.
Turkey girl.
No. For the most part, I've watched the Olympic wrestling. We already have 2 goals in women's. Tomorrow we have a chance for another woman to get bronze. Aaron Brooks from Penn State, 4-time national champ, is going for bronze, and Spencer Lee, PA guy, is going for gold. And a local guy, though, competing for Puerto Rico, is also going for bronze in wrestling. So that's cool. And then we have some more, wrestling tomorrow. I think our heavyweight, it's the guy that beat out Jordan Burroughs, who's the guy that's doing the commentating for wrestling, and another woman's wrestling tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. It's been great. Love getting up that early. It's like 2 Olympics in a row. I mean, at least it was later in the day, still the same time in the morning. The previous Olympics in Tokyo, they spared us from having to be at like 1 in the morning. It sucks getting up to watch some of the stuff live.
I think Jesus fell asleep with his kids.
Yeah, he said 10 minutes. It's definitely been 10 minutes. He could leave us on here like Leica used to do.
Not even
Just
singing.
keep it going. There he is.
Speak of the devil, he shall
The wheels
appear.
on the bus showed up.
His ears must have been ringing.
Yo, he looks like that dude from Toy Story.
What up?
You hear that?
What's going on?
What up, YouTube?
So we talked about everything aside from snakes, all the Olympics.
I
Football.
don't even follow that shit.
You was almost ready to take a nap, huh, Jesus?
Nah, it's hotter than shit up here, man.
Well, turn the fan on.
I don't got a fan over here. I gotta put one on.
Jeez.
The
Man, all
AC.
you need to do is put a rag in the refrigerator, some water on it, and you'd be good.
I
That's
need
what
to
they
dip
make the
myself-
mission towel for, bro. The mission towel.
I need to dip myself in an ice tank right now.
Compliments of Drew Brees. Thank you very much.
So freaking, what's his face never showed up? Justin.
Well,
No.
he's a chooch. We've established that.
We're almost throughout the whole show ain't not showed up.
I
At
would
all.
say he might be playing some COD with
Bro,
old Kurtwood, but
Slacking
I
on
believe
responsibilities.
Kurt is at work.
I mean, he might have gone out to get McDonald's for dinner or something like that. I don't know. He eats
Who?
late.
Justin, he ain't
Justin.
going to no McDonald's. I'll let
Bro,
you know that. That ain't happening. Not McDonald's.
Yeah, with the amount of restaurants you guys got down by, yeah, you better not be going to get down some McDonald's.
Bro, I wish the taco spot was a little closer to Daytona, but it's up in Jacksonville. It's been on the Food Network channel.
Oh,
Man, I've turned a lot of people onto that place. And every time they go there, like, damn, those are some banging tacos.
Bro, I just saw a freaking YouTube short of somebody driving up to a Taco Bell and they scanned their phone and then they moved forward. This is all outside. Dude rolled up in a motorcycle, scanned this code on this machine, drove up a little bit, and you know how the banks have that tube that comes and brings you your money.
Right.
That damn thing dropped him his food in a bag, ready to rock and roll. I'm like, yo, we need some of those up here, but for
Well,
like better taco
they-
joints.
Well,
Yeah,
what it is a lot of, I can't say a lot, but there is some states that are starting to go to what are they considered as, like almost like touch-free dining. Like there's people there making it, you just don't see them, you don't have to hand them no card, you don't, you know,
Mhm.
none of that. It's
Dude,
pretty
the
much you
worst
don't
is-
see anybody.
The
Yeah.
worst is these ghost restaurants, right? You find them on like Grubhub or whatever, and they don't exist, right? They're just in some kitchen of another restaurant,
Jeez.
right? Like whatever
Yeah.
pizza place, it's like, well, it's in a Carrabba's or whatever. You know,
Oh
there's
shit, where'd you
fucking-
find that at?
somewhere.
I'll put my ad on there. I'll make some DiGiorno's and call it a pizza shop.
Right? Run it right
I
out
don't
of
know.
our
There's one
house.
place, I don't know where it is. I think it's like out west somewhere, where you could order a pizza from them, but it's not actually like a cooked pizza. They just send you the stuff to make your own pizza raw. It's like, what the hell?
Stanley showed me one. So this dude's like, I'm gonna do an experiment, and he like rents this like little room, put some tables in there and chairs, makes
Yeah,
it
I've
look
seen one like that.
semi fancy, right? Goes to the store and buys ramen cup of soup.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
And he
too.
buys these little plastic flower pots, and he makes the soup and puts it in the flower pot, puts like some fresh green onions and whatnot on top of it.
He calls it like something proper.
Yo, and he's feeding these people, and then after they eat it, they're all like, "Man, that is like best ramen I've ever had." Blah blah blah. So he's like, "Well, what would you pay for a bowl of that?" And the one guy's like, "Oh, I'd pay $40."
40, 50
Someone
bucks,
else was like 40 or 50. Another one was like 35, and I was like,
It's $3
"Bro, you know you go to the
taco.
store and buy that shit for $1.50." It's the same one.
I saw that same video. I was like, no
Yo,
way,
but-
this man pulled a prank on all of them.
No,
Pulled
I
the
will
ramen
say
prank.
They wouldn't even know what good ramen actually tasted like.
they
Like,
opened a good ramen place. Literally, like I can walk there.
bro, there's this
Have you walked there is the question.
ramen sushi joint up in Milwaukee.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Literally right across from the VA hospital. So every time I'm done with my spinal injections, I'm like, doop. I go right over across the street. I'm like, I'll take
Like
I'll
the
take
plate-
a roll of that samurai sushi and a big fat bowl of ramen.
Right, it's the big roll with the big ass spoon.
Oh,
Or
The
big
bowl
bowl.
is not-
Big
the bowl is not
big
roll.
ladle spoon in there. It's like,
Hell
here you
yeah.
go.
I'm like,
But, I mean,
I
this
looked at- one
place,
time I
like-
saw that bowl when it came up to me, and I looked at the guy, and I'm like, is this like for feeding two, or is it just for one? He's like, no, it's for one. I'm like,
It's for
damn,
one.
bro. That's a
Who
lot of
wouldn't
food.
do
Eat
it?
now. Eat
Um,
now.
Hey, I'm not
Mhm.
racist. But yeah, the first time I went there, me and my buddy, it's BYOB, right? Because of course they all are, right? So we
Oh, they
get
got
like
booze
all
there.
the apps of sushi, the sashimi, the ramen, and it's like, oh my
Mm.
god, how much fucking food do we order? And it's all like a la carte too. So you can get oh, you want some the grilled pork belly, and we're just, man, we spent like $100
Yeah.
on a place we didn't have to buy booze.
Jeez.
But man, it
They
wasn't
have-
good.
They have booze there, but obviously I was driving, so I couldn't have any. But they did have this killer orange tea drink. I don't know what was in it, but that shit was delicious.
Oh, you mean like actual hot tea?
No, it was an orange tea, but it was iced, and it was like vanilla milk in it or something. Whatever nonsense they put in, I was like, "Hey man, let me get a second cup for the road." Like, oh, this is better than some coffee over here.
Yeah, now I actually might want to go there tomorrow since I have the day off. And
I have a
spend
day
like
off
20 bucks
tomorrow.
to get my fill.
Yeah.
I might have
Yeah.
to get like the crazy sushi stuff because I've been craving that. But yeah, it's a ramen place, and they also do like some crazy like $35 like gold flake ramen, whatever. Special.
There is another ramen joint, but it's like only open selective hours in Milwaukee.
Well, that's
And
how you
it's
know
like-
it's good, right?
And it's like it's not even like a street level restaurant. So it's like the restaurant sits below the street level. So you have to like go into a building, go down some steps, through a little dark ass little hallway to get to the restaurant that you can see from once you're inside, you can see outside, but you only see the sidewalk and a part of the street. I'm like,
Yeah.
this has to be paranoid. Like, what if somebody like crashes into the building and you're sitting there eating a bowl of freaking ramen?
Yeah, it's the best ramen you ever got.
There's quite a few places like that in New York, though, and some of them are pretty fancy restaurants. When you go in there, you're like, "Whoa, I didn't get the memo on the dress attire here." Shit.
You walk in and you're like, nope, let me walk back out.
It's like, yeah, maybe I walked in the wrong place.
Why
Yeah.
you can't wear a hat?
No, you got to walk in and be like,
Shit,
Billy,
I'm not
I've been
in
looking
that
for you,
place.
Billy.
There was
There
good
you
food
are.
there, right? I
But-
will say, being the hillbilly looking guy that I look like, some of the best barbecue is from the guys on the side of the road where they have their own homemade rig, where the worse the welds are, the better the
food
barbecue.
is.
And another thing I will say, and Jesus can probably like shut up me about this, is the best, Caribbean, anything that is what white people would deem Mexican.
No, Caribbean and
it's
Mexican,
like
bro.
a
That's
hole in the
different,
wall
bro.
place. You can't even read I can't read the name, but you go in there and you order something, and it's the best
Yeah.
thing ever.
Well, Mexican food is
Entirely too
totally
much
different
food.
than Caribbean food, my friend. It's two different extremes.
But you know the places I'm talking about.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's not a chain, not a like mom and pop shop. You walk in there, it's like a
You,
shed.
you do know why though? Mom and pop shops are better than chain restaurants because they put
There's
more
like
they
two
put
or
more
three.
effort into it.
I can't tell you what their names are, but I can tell you their food is phenomenal.
They put more effort into it, bro.
And you spend like $12 and you're eating 3 meals.
Bro, I can tell you right now. I went up. It's a little town like a couple hours up north called Friendship. Up here, yeah. It's out in Adams County. It's not that far away, but it's
And
like
says
2.5.
send the link.
Send it 2.5 hours away, and everybody has eaten Burger King. Everybody has eaten A&W and all that other places, Culver's. We stopped by this little mom and pop shop that was off the water, and bro, I have never seen my kids take down a burger as fast as they did at this place. Like, bro, that burger hit their plate. 5 minutes later, that shit was gone. I was like, and this was before my 2 other kids were born. So this was me, her, and her 2 kids. Burgers flew off that plate so quick. I was like, damn, I couldn't even steal a bite from you guys. It was fast. But yeah.
Now, some of the best food I've ever had has been at places I couldn't tell you the name of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get out of here, fellas. I got work in the AM.
Yes.
All right. You take care.
Yeah, man.
Stay hydrated.
Later.
Stay hydrated.
Hey, Zeus, thanks for picking up the chat. Sorry you had some interference there tonight, Vance.
It's all
Yeah,
good. It's all good.
Kent, it was good seeing you, bro,
Yeah, man.
as always.
Yeah.
Everybody in
I
chat,
am like
thanks
you
for
don't have work
stopping out.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
I don't
hey,
either.
Hey, you deserve it, brother.
Well, I mean, I
they
was
got to do what
supposed to
they
be
got to
golfing
do.
Like
You know?
8 a.m., but hurricanes,
Yep. But everybody in chat, thanks for stopping out tonight. And like always, man, make sure you become a U.S. ARC member. Strength in numbers. Don't forget about Florida U.S. ARC as well. So, but I'll see y'all guys soon. And y'all
Yep.
people in chat and the replay, whoever's coming to Florida, coming to Daytona next week. Can't wait to see y'all.
Send me a bunch of pictures to everybody
Of
that's
course,
going to
man. Yo,
Daytona.
man, I'm gonna be taking pictures. Come on, bro.
Oh,
Just
man.
keep.
y'all
You
gonna
know,
yeah.
next week, bro. Everybody's IG's
I
gonna be
know.
blowing up, bro. Come on.
I know it's gonna be awesome.
We'll figure out something for live. I bet. We're working
That
on
would
it.
be pretty dope.
You know.
So if you guys are going through some tables and you see something cool that somebody else might like, hit them up.
Well, okay, well, here, hey, check it out. This is what you could do. I get what you're saying. Whatever you're kind of looking for, just shoot me a DM, and then if I see it, I'll immediately hit you up, bro, and tell you what the numbers are.
Yeah.
Take a picture and the whole nine. So if there's something you kind of want, man, just shoot me a DM. I'll look for you.
Oh, okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm always
100,
looking.
bro.
I'm always looking.
I know. I mean, I wish I was kind of thinking the one time I went to the Tampa US ARC auction, I was like, why don't they have like a phone auction like Run It Up has? You know what I mean? So people could call in and be like, I want to bid 200. I want to bid 250. You know what I mean?
That would be awesome. Or have it like on a computer where the animal.
Right.
Because they do that for paintings
the
and
room.
they do it for paintings and all that stuff. So why can't they do it for animals?
Oh, I'm sure they can. It's just a matter of time, man.
Hey, everybody, you gotta pay me $20 a pop so I can convince Ken not to auction off a truffle shovel.
Oh, he's gonna auction it off in Daytona.
He was thinking about it. I think Steve talked him out of it.
Well, he might be back into it.
Nobody in that room gives a
I'll
fuck.
just say he might be back into it.
Once he gets a few drinks in.
You know. Come on.
I mean,
But
somebody can share with me that video offline, and
Yeah.
I will be reported.
hey, there you go. He said,
He says,
that's
"No, I'm
happening.
doing it." No truffle shuffle today, my friend.
Well, you better talk to US ARC first, man. They might not want any nudity up there.
I don't know. They did some bird purchase that were dildos at some point. One of those auctions.
All right.
So
I
you're
don't
gonna
need
say
those
he's
in
gonna do the truffle shuffle on the perch?
Man, the worst thing I ever did was tell him to pre-record his truffle, and now he can play it whenever.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll holler at y'all soon. I'll see you in the group chat
All
in
right,
the AM.
Stan.
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all have a good night. Everybody in chat, have a good night, man.
I guess Ken's not joining us. via
Later,
the
y'all.
live.
Well, he has the link in the chat, so
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I told him. But
I don't know what the heck the people are smoking today, but it's already going on almost 2 hours.
yeah,
I got some other stuff to do, so
you finally going it backstage. You can add him back in.
no, I got homework to do, bro. I gotta stay on top of this MBA thing, so I gotta go do some more
Oh, have fun
mathematics,
with that. It's been like a decade since I had master's degree work.
bro. Like I literally just hopped off my bachelor's degree program for business, and they called me and they're like, "Hey, you only need like 11 more classes to finish your master's. Why don't you go for your master's?" I'm like, I was like, does that increase my odds of ever getting a good business loan, and open my shop?
Yeah.
I was like, is there any benefits? And they're like, you get a student alumni grant. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, so they're paying for it, and generally, it bumps you up to 6 figures. If you were to choose to, go work in the private sector.
Yeah. So I'm
I'm
looking forward to finishing my
MBA is
MBA.
definitely a good degree to have.
Yeah, and even if I finish it, and I choose to work for somebody else in like a business management position, I can use that experience to when I open my shop. So
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly worthwhile. If there was a degree I would suggest anybody get, it's that.
Business management. Yeah.
Yeah, something in business or accounting.
Oh my God,
Both
accounting.
are,
But accounting is so
granular and dirty.
the amount of accounting that I had to learn in the business management program. My brain, after doing like 5 questions, is like, yo, I've hit zero capacity to learn more. Like, I'm done for the night. Like,
Yeah, but
I gotta go do it.
if you
I
can
gotta
be
go
a
do it.
CPA and an MBA, that is.
Yeah, I know accounting for sure. No, actually, you know what's even better? Auditors.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Auditors make
you
the
need to
money,
be
bro.
an accountant for the most part to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Auditing.
unfortunately can't get that degree or don't want to pay for it. Would have been nice.
Yeah, auditors get a crazy amount of money.
The guy that
My
tells you
brother-in-law.
you're messing up.
My
Hey, I
brother-in-law.
found this money over here.
Yeah, my brother-in-law does that, and he gets flown everywhere for every company that hires him to audit. Right? One time he was over in the UK 1 year for like a week and a half. Next he was in Japan. Next he was there. He's just been flying everywhere. And I'm like, bro, that is
Hey,
so
we're
awesome.
hemorrhaging money. Go find it.
Exactly.
Oh, hey, this guy's stealing from you. Bye.
Yeah, he explained it to me
stuff.
one day
Yeah.
what he was doing, and I'm like, that's a lot of math. And then I got into the business management program, and I was like, oh, now I see why he gets paid big money.
Right, because
Yeah, because I'm
we
just
got to
like,
call him to go find where we're fucking up, that type of stuff. But yeah, definitely good degrees and skills to have.
yeah. So hopefully, I mean, shoot, I passed my BA with A's and B's, so
Yeah, it's always good, man.
this MBA isn't too much difficult, to take care of.
Yeah, man, it's 10 more classes, depending on how your university works. So
It's every 8 weeks is 2 classes. So
yeah.
I should be done by the middle of May. I should be done with
Yeah.
my
For me,
program.
it took I want to say a year and a half doing it somewhat full time to get my master's.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can commit that time, you can definitely do it. But it's like, 3 hours, a couple days.
Shirt on.
Holy crap, he's naked.
I'm not getting up and shuffling. I'm too tired
Why are
your shirt
you
on.
shirtless?
because I'm hot. I'm sweating. I was
Bro,
on my feet
I'm
all
hot
day.
and I'm sweating, and I don't have my shirt off.
Well, I like to be free. I mean, they gotta fly. I mean, I don't know. I don't care. I'll cover it up.
In about like
Get
3
up,
seconds.
nipple patches.
I'll
where you
cover
just
my
your
boobs
nip-
up so you don't see my man boobs. I
All
mean, I
right,
can
on-
sit
on
here
that
like
note,
this.
No,
I'm gonna do this.
no. You need to get my SpongeBob bralette and wear it.
No, I'm not putting your bralette on. Are you crazy?
All right,
Why
folks.
not?
Seeing that is almost 2 hours running.
Who's that? Who's on there?
There, that better.
Listen, you guys need to record that so I can see it because I need to when he does it down in Florida. If he
I'll
does it.
record it. Like someone will have
He
my
will
phone.
self-incriminate himself either way. We don't need
Yeah.
to record nothing.
I can't hear.
Well, they can hear you, so don't yell.
Damn idiot.
Yeah, so they see the mic right here. They can
Where
hear
did
you
Kent
plenty
go?
loud.
Kent disappeared. He's like, I'm out.
Kent took off.
Well, I mean, I think he was getting jealous of my manly pecs, so he had to just go.
What? That was there when you were like how old? Back in your like 14.
Lexi, they can't even hear, like, you can't hear them, so they don't even know what you're talking about. So just zip it.
I should go get you your fucking
There we go.
picture that I have of you that has a fucking mullet in your football jersey. You look like a
Here
damn
we go.
idiot.
Oh, he already showed it.
Yeah, I already showed them all it.
You look like an idiot.
So now what's up?
I'll go get on your senior picture.
I don't care.
He loves that. mullet.
I'm not afraid of anything that I was in life.
Boy.
I'll
Oh
go
my
cut
God.
my hair like a
No.
mullet now just to make fun of myself.
Then can I braid it in cornrows?
You can't braid a mullet in cornrows.
Yes, you can.
How could you braid a
I'm
mullet
fixing
in
to think she
cornrows?
can figure that one out rather
Just
easily.
right here.
Yeah.
Mm,
You're gonna
You
come in
can,
like
you can
a
braid a mullet, bro. Trust me, you can braid a mullet.
Trust me.
I want to get cornrows in my head before I shave it. Before I donate it.
Bro,
I
if
want to
you
see
go
what I
to
look like with
Daytona
cornrows.
with a mullet and cornrows, that's
Even
just
though
gonna be
cornrows
epic.
are
I'll probably fit right in. I mean, that's the new style. Oh, I had a hell of a day, guys. I'm just fucking tired, but trying to get extra money to go to Daytona. So, you know, I have a good time down there. So
Right.
you got to do what you got to do. I got about 750 put up now, so I'm pretty proud of myself.
That's what's up.
Nice. Oh yeah.
I would be so happy if I would be going, but I'm not. So
And I think, you know, I mean, nothing's definite, but I think we should try to do like a different show every year. Like next year, like, or you know, like instead of doing October Tinley, why don't we do the first Tinley, you know,
that's
of
too
next
close,
year?
though. That's too close to like. Because when is the first Tinley?
I think it's in April.
Is it April or March? Hold on.
I think it might be March. You might be right.
I think it's March.
I'm trying to make it next year.
What's up, Tommy? How's it going,
First
buddy?
Tinley's in March, generally when I'm at Nationals for wrestling.
Very good. Kent knows that shit by heart.
Yeah, March 15th.
I was close. March 15th, I got to go. That's my sister's birthday, who is no longer with us. So that's a sign to me that I need to go.
Yeah. Well,
March 10th, I'm doing it.
March 10th is definitely closer to me. It's just a drive away. So
Yeah, so like, you know, we'll do like a March 10th, come there to your place, and then we'll do like a Pomona over by. How close are you to Pomona, Vance?
To Pomona?
Yeah.
I think I'm like 6 hours away, 6-7
Oh, well,
hours.
fuck.
damn.
What's the closest like big show to you? But I can't.
Probably it would be LA or something, I would think.
I thought Pomona was close to LA for some reason, but
Well,
I don't
you
know
I'm
California
sorry.
for
No,
shit.
I think you're right, Ken. I think it is. Pomona is the LA one. So that
Isn't
one,
Anaheim close to you too?
yeah. So if it's LA, that's going to be like 2-3. That'll be like 3.5 hours away.
Yeah, because aren't you up north though, Vince?
Yeah. Like I'm like 3 hours from LA,
Do me
Where
a
you
favor,
at?
back to
north
the
of LA.
cigarettes.
No, you're
Where
trying
you
to
at?
quit.
Like
You
between
said you're trying to quit.
LA and San Francisco.
I just need to tell
Okay.
him.
Not
You're
very
Town.
trying
The
to
city,
quit.
Visalia.
Visalia. Yeah, that sounds about 2.5 hours, maybe 2:45 in traffic.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a show in Pittsburgh here that's about the biggest one that I know of. I mean, Gettysburg is pretty big. I can't see everyone getting together at Gettysburg. Maybe the Pittsburgh one. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
We could all like, if it's I think it's in the summertime, we could all drive like 45 minutes south and like camp out my relative's backyard, and they're like a bunch of party fucking animals. Like they are country bumpkin drinking mofos who do it every weekend, and they're rowdy. And then you will all understand where I get it from.
Yeah.
It's
I
the
walked-
family. It's their
Walk
fault.
back there. And I just stand there. This is all you see Mom did. Did I eat more chocolate? She said, yeah.
So, hey Vance, are you closer to Bakersfield then, or is
Yeah.
that too far?
Like
in?
Bakersfield. I'm like almost an hour and a half from Bakersfield.
Oh, so you definitely about 3 hours from Pomona then, definitely for sure.
Well, we don't even got to do a stink show. We just like all get together, like, you know, at least once a year. At least I want to try to do it. I mean, I know people, you know, with the
Yeah, think
economy,
about it,
it's
though.
hard to do.
You got
Yeah.
people that have situations too, you know.
Yeah, I get it. And, you know, it is what it is. You know, I mean, if you can make it, you can make it. If you can't, you can't. But I think it'd just be cool to get it, like a get together and like with us guys and whoever wants to come. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like whoever else
No,
can make it.
I'm looking forward to the October Tinley and the March Tinley for sure.
I just don't think I'm going to have enough time to save to get to October.
Oh no, I'm not
You
saying
know.
come up for October. I'm just saying
I'd love to.
that's
I
the
mean,
shows that I'm looking forward to because October is usually like everybody's already had had hatchlings and they've already eaten, so they're like, "Hey, we need to move them because this year's pairings are starting to happen, and
Right.
we're gonna have this many eggs." So
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I just been thinking the last couple days of more ways that we could just be, involved into the community, like do more things with or about the community. That's kind of where I'm at. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Might as well just, do something instead of just doing interviews all the time.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like that interview with Abby from the curly haired keeper was definitely different from our norm. And it kind of felt just like, it just felt right. But I don't want to just sit there and ask someone questions every week. That's going to get boring.
Right.
That's what I did for like the first 40 episodes. And I'm like, yeah, I'm bored with this shit. We need some laughter.
Something to change up a little bit and kind of keep it fresh.
We need to
that's what I'm saying.
have
Like,
like
if you guys are gonna be going when you guys are hitting Daytona, live stream it if you can.
oh yeah, I'm going to be live streaming the fuck out of it.
Yeah, you better carry like an extra battery bank for your cell phone and be like,
I do have one. I
be
could
like this
fucking-
the whole time, or go up to a table and live stream it. Oh, I'm at so and so's booth. Check this out. Like shout out everybody that's at the show. I mean, if you can, but I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, what I've been doing and thinking about doing, and it's one of them. I'm not going to mention names, but there are some pretty well-known breeders out there that have 2023 snakes that are like 200 grams and under, or maybe 250, and these are big names. And you know what? It's a struggle sometimes for me to feed these snakes. I go without. But I feed every fucking week, especially the hatchlings. They eat every goddamn week. And for these bigger companies to be sitting here and like maintenance feeding these animals, I think they need to start hearing about it. I mean, to be honest with you.
Right.
I mean, you'd be surprised. Go look at in Morse Market and type in 2023 animals and see how many are
don't even
200
get me
grams and
started
below.
with that. Like I have seen there was a snake that actually, like, I think I have it pulled up on this computer, or it might be on my desktop downstairs. But let me see.
But if you're going to do that, then cut the fucking price. Quit thinking you can get $1,500 for this goddamn snake that you're not feeding. It's going to be a problem, and especially the females. A male ain't that bad, but a female.
Yeah, there's
you
a
ruined that
2020.
snake.
Yeah, there's a was it January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. There's an October snake that I'm looking at from 2023 with no information on what it's eating, no weight, but they want somebody to pay $400 for it.
What is it?
Find the information out. Like, how much does it weigh?
Yeah, it's a chocolate. It's a chocolate orange ghost.
I think I've seen that snake. It's pretty. Chocolate looks really nice with orange.
Look, and then here's another one, another female, 2023 female.
It's everywhere.
And it's a GHI Orange Dream head hypo. You guys already know I like GHI and Orange Dream, and it's a head hypo. So I have hypo over here already. They want $450 for a 2023 snake, and it only weighs 200 grams.
That's my point exactly. I mean, like I said, it's a struggle for me to feed these snakes at times. I go without, just leave it there. And, I have to go without to feed them. And I do. I make that decision every single fucking time to say, I'm not going to have this week to feed these snakes. And for these bigger companies to be maintenance feeding, it's just not right. And I want to go through Morph Market and like say, this person got 10, this person got 2 of them. They're not too bad, but this person got 20. I mean,
but I mean,
bullshit.
you're not gonna stop them from doing it though. So.
No, No, you're not. But it might
There's
make
a-
some
there's
awareness to
another-
people.
Night Logan.
Here, I
Night
think
Lover.
there was one more. Yeah,
Not alone.
there is a
Trying to
male.
sleep.
There is
Don't
a
beat up its
male
ass.
from November of 23 that was born November 23
Just leave it there.
at
Just
200
don't worry about
grams,
it. Just leave it there.
and it's a ODGHI Mojave double head hypo clown boy.
Remember, you have to get up
200.
early.
Bro, I can't say nothing, bro. Like, what is that?
For $200. See, I think that's probably, you know.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not 200
No.
bucks. It's
I thought
200
you said-
grams.
I thought you said $200.
Well, I couldn't very well talk a lot. It's 200 grams, and they want $550.
Nah.
I'm like, bro, I get the genes and everything, but you're telling me it's a 200-gram snake, and it's from 2023 in November. At most, that snake should be an easy 500, 600, maybe 700 grams already. Easy.
I mean, like now, the girls that I got, like, you know, last year that was hatched late or early October, like
Yeah.
they're one's 600 grams and one's like around 500 grams. And they was on mice for a while because I couldn't afford, like at the beginning, to put them on rat because, you know, when I'm feeding 20 other hatchlings, I'm only paying $1 for a mice. I had to go with a mice, but now they're on rat and gaining weight. But it's just like, you know, they still are 500-600 grams. You know what I mean? Even the small one that was born at 34 grams is almost 500 grams. You know, I mean, come
Well,
the fuck
look-
on, people.
Like here, like for example. Oops, sorry, I got you soaked with some water. My bad, girl.
If you're gonna do this shit, do it right. There's gonna be a standard. What's up, Brave? How's it going, buddy?
The hell is this getting
Yeah,
stuck
it
on?
sucks. I went to go feed my triple het female the other day that I was hoping to get breeding soon, and she wouldn't eat. So actually, I'm gonna have to try again tonight.
Yeah. So this is a snake that I got last year from Derek, the blue ghost female.
Right.
I got it probably, give or take, probably like September when I got the snake, and it was small. Bro, look, September to now, she's about 600 grams.
I was gonna say
Obviously-
600.
Yeah, she's closer to 6 last time I weighed her. But I'm like, yeah. I mean, it hasn't even been a full year.
I got that
Yeah.
male to start eating bigger. Like my one male, the spot nose, Enchi, orange ghost, het clown, possible het DG. I got him to start taking like 30-gram rats instead of pups. And
Yeah.
that dude shot up from 455 to 635 in 2 weeks.
Nice.
Like, but he ate both weeks. I mean, I don't know if he's shit yet, but he's tagged in. I seen 635 on that. I said, tagged in, popped him, seen the peens popped out, seen a little juice coming. So I said, yeah, you're going in.
Yeah, and then there's the blue ghost banana that I got from him too.
That's actually pretty big. Is that a female or a male?
No, this is the male.
He's definitely breed ready.
Oh yeah, he is. He already has sperm plugs, and he's only like 650.
Yeah. Well, they could get sperm plugs around 500 grams,
Yeah.
but I like the wait to like right around that year mark to start breeding them.
Yeah, well, I've had him for about a year, and he's already 650. And this dude takes down a freaking full-grown ASF. I'm talking like a jumbo ASF. I don't know.
Special.
I don't know how that boy does it, but he do. That fat, fat ASF is about this fat.
Dude, like when I first got into this, the first snake I got was from Marcus at Morphologics.
Mhm.
And he said that he had her on frozen thawed. So in the beginning I was trying frozen thawed.
Yeah, I hate
And
frozen thawed, bro.
I couldn't get it took time and I couldn't get them to eat all the time. But when I finally got that girl to eat, she took a small rat, like an 80-gram rat, and she was only 120 grams, and she took an 80-gram rat.
80
Yes.
gram
Yes.
rat. Bro, damn.
Maybe she was 200 grams, but still, she didn't want the small ones. She wanted a big meal, and she only ate once a month, and she did that for like, I'd say the first 6 months. And then she wanted that weekly thing. So I gave her smaller weekly meals, but she wanted one big meal. I mean, she looked funny in there. Like she couldn't move. It was hilarious because she had a big old rat in the middle of her belly, but she was fine and she took it down. So these little things could take down some shit. I'm telling you. Maybe it was 60. I don't know. It was what Petco sells in their small bags. You know what I mean? Just the one small frozen thawed rat.
Bro, check out this dude.
He's a chunky monkey.
He's my butter G-stripe.
Butter.
Yeah. This boy is chunkier than crap. This boy has never missed a meal in his life.
It shows.
But he's a great breeder though, so.
Yeah.
But this boy is gonna be doing some work this year, right, Bubba? You're gonna be going to that G-stripe female. Can't wait. Whoa, Moses. Whoa. Hey. God dang it. Oh, I gotta wrangle you back in.
Wait. Oh, I can't talk yet. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself. All right. Wait till they get tangled around your microphone or something like that.
I put him in a temporary tub because I just opened his tub and I have to clean his tub.
He has a poopy.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I transferred all my snakes that I had in FB5 tubs. I transferred them to my new FB8 tubs that I got.
Right.
Bro, and every single freaking tub that I transferred, they all pooped. All of them.
Yeah. They got
I'm like, bro, come on. I just transferred you to your new tub. And then
they're marking their territory.
I'm like, So I gotta go through what was it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 tubs. Like, dang, I gotta clean you guys out again. And then I got the new FB5 tubs, so I was able to finally cycle all my old tubs and give them a good deep wash. And I got the new tubs, and some of them have already pooped again. I'm like, oh, I just freaking cleaned you.
Heck yeah.
But it's a good hobby. I like it.
I mean, that's kind of what, I mean, yeah, I eventually want to go at shows. Yeah, I eventually want to buy an LLC and lock down this name. But for now, this is just going to be a hobby until I have those snakes to make the company appealing. You know what I mean? I'm going to let the snakes talk about, do the talking.
Bro, I am gonna keep playing the lottery until I win the damn lottery.
Well, like,
And then
do it with triple hets. The triple hets, the triple hets, double hets, the double hets. Do them because you'll hit them. And why not with shed testing? I mean, do fucking like a clown het hypo het DG to a hypo het clown het genetic stripe. Because you test your double visuals for genetic stripe and DG, and you'll know you're bound to hit one that's going to be double het.
Bro, I know everybody dislikes. I'm gonna say dislikes pastel or super pastel.
No, I'm starting to like it. To be honest with you,
I said dislikes.
I'm starting to like it. Call me stupid.
I have a super pastel boy who is DG and something else. And I have a female that's also super pastel, but she's het for DG. And I'm like, bro, I don't care. I'm going to pair it just to see what happens. Super pastel, DGs.
Everything's going to come out super pastel.
Yeah. I'm like, I really don't care. I'm like, pastel isn't all too terrible. And
But
on top of the clutch that I just cut the other day, bro, like 2 of those snakes are yellow, but like a faded yellow. It's like a bright yellow, but it's faded. And they haven't come out their eggs. I'm just like, y'all need to crawl out these eggs so I can look at you.
Okay, so if you're doing super pastel to super pastel, be prepared to be like, whoa. Because
Yeah.
think about it. Pastel was that first gene. A couple people out there thinks pastel is the key to making these new genes because it was the first gene. So, you know, you might make something pretty cool. What's up, Dave? David from Join Reptiles.
What up, David? Sorry, my hands are
If I haven't told you lately, that dude's pretty fucking cool.
in the middle of cleaning up a tank or a tub. I would click on your comment.
I was late too, David. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you guys going on, though. I mean, like I said, I was out making some extra money for Daytona. And
I seriously, we were about to close the chat and close the live stream, and we were like, I saw you pop in. I'm like, I can't do that to him. So I was like,
I got here as soon as I could. I really did. Like,
and
I got here.
then on
as
top of
quick
that,
as I could.
we started late because we had some technical difficulties.
I seen that. I mean, I was actually sitting in Zombies backstage for like 5 minutes before I was like, I don't think they're here.
Yeah, that shit was frustrating because I made it a couple days ago. Already had the link up, and then I went to go backstage and I like
Mhm.
I didn't see the live button, and I'm like, man, is it just me? Like, I feel like there should be a live button. And then
Well,
I didn't
like,
see
we
you guys
couldn't,
in there,
like-
and Stan already said that he was going backstage, and so I went.
Me,
got
I
back
was,
into
I
the
was,
chat.
yeah, I
Nick
was
and
backstage
Sophia.
too, but I couldn't see anything. It was just a blank screen.
Yeah. And so I tried, and then finally I just canceled that one out after, I don't know, 7 or 10 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
Redid a new link and tried it, and it was the same shit. I couldn't see the button or anybody.
Yeah, we couldn't see nothing either. I was like, well,
I'm surprised we even got good internet here tonight because it's been raining all damn day, like severely raining.
Damn.
Well, we're
aren't
getting
you-
the tail
aren't
end.
you- Yeah, you're getting the tail end of the storm, aren't you?
We're getting like the outer swirls of it.
Yeah.
That's a big ass storm. I mean, if it decides to come up the coast and go inland a little bit, we could be getting rained on like hell.
Yeah. Bro, I had a minor panic attack the other day. I'm sitting here on my day off. I think it was like Tuesday. And then out of nowhere, I hear a from outside. I'm like, oh, I know this sound. It's either a transformer that just busted or like a fuse that just went out on the line. And the fucking power to the whole house just went out. My son comes screaming. He's like, Bobby, the lights are out and the TV's not working. And he looks like he's about to bust out crying. I'm like, bro, just grab your tablet, chill out. I was like, you'll be fine. It's still daylight outside. My daughter doesn't give a care. She's playing with her toys. And I go outside and I'm looking. And my neighbor, I'm like, I was like, you heard that? He's like, mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like a transformer or fuse. Not even half an hour later, bro, the We Energy truck rolls up and he looks up and he's like, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a damn fuse. So, it wasn't too bad, but I thought it could have been worse. It could have been the transformer, and that would have been at least a couple hour job, you know? And maybe a 2-man team to get a transformer over here and stuff. It's like, Lord, you better get this up and going. I was like, I still have my eggs in the incubator.
I had the power go out for like 8 hours with eggs in the incubator, and it was fine last year. But it was probably like at the beginning of summer, probably like March. We kind of heard a buzz like that, but we walked outside and a stupid squirrel somehow shorted out the fuse and got zapped. And it was like when the guy come, it was still stuck up there at the top, just like froze.
Deep fried.
Yeah, like it was definitely fried, but freaking squirrel knocked our power out.
Jeez.
Fucking squirrel. Did you hear my cat meowing?
No.
You hear a meow? All right. Because it's sitting here meowing up a storm. I'm about ready to throw a lighter at it.
Yeah, I can't even hear it.
No, I don't try to hit it. I try to hit right near it so it scares it. I'm not going to beam my cat with a lighter. Before anyone takes that too far, I have to specify. But yeah, I just appreciate you guys rocking the RWO when I'm not here to. That's cool.
Oh, no worries, dude. No worries.
100%.
For sure.
We had to do what we had to do.
Well, you were diligent and you stayed at it and you got it done. That rocks.
Yeah. Hey, now that you're here, remember? Did we do an auction for on when it was the 52nd?
Yeah,
We did a spin to win.
we
Yeah.
did it like a bunch of spin.
I can't recall, but who won my shirt?
We'll have to go back and watch because I don't remember. I know Bosa won my shirt. Tommy won the highway, and Morforge and Wiz won my pick a snake within the next 2 years.
Yeah.
But
I
I
swear
can't
I thought
remember who
somebody-
won yours.
Yeah.
I think it was me. So
Nice
Just
try, nice
send it
try.
this way.
yeah, Vance, I won your shit too. So I mean,
I'm trying
I
to
think
figure
I
out
remember
because
that.
I got some more shirts to push to send out. So I was wondering, I was like, who won the shirt? So I was just like, man, I can't recall.
we'll have to go
Yeah,
back and watch.
What,
But
hit that
speaking
replay
of-
game.
Yeah, speaking of merch, Morforge, after that giveaway, contacted me because I said something about like, well, I'm going to start. If you want to sponsor an episode, send me a shirt. I'll wear your shirt and shout you out all episode long. So Morforge hit me up immediately after the 52nd RWO show and said, hey, what's your size? Pick a shirt. I'm sending you one. And they ended up bringing it to Daytona. So while I'm down Daytona, I'm going to pick up a Morforge shirt.
Nice, dude.
And it's red because I like red. Red's my favorite color.
Sweet.
Dope, dude. Man, I really wish I'd be going down to Daytona, bro. Honestly,
I'm going to be rubbing it in your face the whole time. Sorry. That's just who I am.
it's
Man,
all
there's a
good,
bunch
dude.
of people that had to cancel out on going to that show.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
like a bunch of people did cancel out. I'm kind of bummed, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah,
I know Steve from Reptile I Am canceled.
Steve, yeah.
yeah, Steve canceled. Glenn and his crew canceled from 419.
Some other
You
people
canceled.
too.
Kent
Yeah.
canceled. Bosa said he don't know if he's going to be able to make it up.
I wouldn't be pushing too much on that one. I'm like,
Yeah,
considering the
I
situation.
yeah, I don't. I mean, he probably should stay at home and be with his family. But Bosa's a super supporter, so it wouldn't surprise me to see him.
Yeah, pit stop. Hey,
I mean, that's a drive for him. That's still like a 6-hour drive for him. If he lives all the way down at the bottom of Florida,
That's pretty long.
oh yeah, all the way.
That's
How
like me
far is
driving
he?
into San Diego. That's going to be like a 7-hour drive.
That's a 6-hour drive, bro.
like if you drive east to west across Pennsylvania, that's taking you 6 hours.
So that's roughly as about as far as me driving to see Morforge, because Morforge is way out there for me.
I mean, it's only 310 miles wide. No, no, I got that wrong. It only takes 3 hours to get through. No, I don't know. I can't remember. Well, you could do it. You could do it in 3 hours if you fly like a bat out of hell, like I do on 80. So I know I've made it from the New Jersey border to exit 156, which is my exit on 80, in an hour and a half.
Oh, trust me, I've driven like a bat out of hell to some places, but I've shaved off from here to Tinley. For me, it's a little bit over 2 hours from here to a little bit. I think it's like 2.5, 2:15 for me to get to Tinley from up here. But I be getting there at like 1:45, 1:50. But I'm doing like 95 to 100 down the interstate. I'm like, I'm gone.
That specific time there, my brother was in a car accident, and they was like, the early thoughts was they didn't know if he was going to make it or not. So I got that type of phone call, and I was in New Jersey, and I mean,
Bro, that's when you flying.
yeah, I hit that. I was like, I gotta go. So I hit that Pennsylvania border, and I put that pedal to the metal, and I was gone.
Bro, I remember when I hit the pedal to the metal when I was going from Gulfport, Mississippi to California, and I had I think it was like a 36 hour window to get there from Mississippi to Cali, because I chose to drive, so I was given driving orders.
Right.
This was back in my military days, and I got there in 20. I think I got about 20 hours, 22 hours, maybe give or take. I think it was like 21 hours that I got there, but I was doing like $120 the whole way.
Right.
I got pulled over in every state from Mississippi to California, and I was like, I got paper orders. I got to report to my duty station in less than 36 hours. Like, I ain't doing no pit stops. I'm pissing in bottles, chucking them out the window. I had
Stopping for gas only.
Yeah, stopping for gas and refuel on Monster energy drinks and Yellow Jackets. I was just hauling ass the whole way.
So, right, like when I got out of the military, like, because I came back from basic training like July 2nd. It was like July 4th weekend. There was a hell of a bash. That was a hell of a night. And I had to go do my individual 2 weeks, like in August. So I didn't brown nose. And the only reason I took this specific job is because my recruiter said, you travel. You know, it's a fun unit because you get shipped out everywhere. Like, and it was a postal unit, and it was like the main one in Pennsylvania. So they got shipped out everywhere. But I didn't go brown nose with the staff sergeants and shit. You know, I didn't go on their little skiing trips, you know, that they did on the side. So I got pushed back. I got pushed aside. But that first 2 weeks, like, we was a Hummer unit. Like, I will say this: city folk from downtown Pittsburgh back in the late 90s do not know how to mud bog. They would get stuck in every mud hole. And this little 19-year-old redneck, I showed them how to do it. Like, you know, you gotta creep into it. You can't just go balls to the wall and sink your front end and spin your wheels. But anyway, we got back. So I was like, all right, you know, I got at least a month before I got to see them again. And you know, I was just back from military. You know, I got some money saved up. Friend of mine came over with some, you know, purple microdot, pretty good stuff out of Pittsburgh, you know, 19. I'm tripping on acid. Why not? It was about an hour into the trip. I was just like, let's take a road trip. I want to see the ocean. Like, I've never seen an ocean, and I want to see the Pacific Ocean. Let's go to California. And like, we got like $5,000 together within the next hour, and we left that night. Like, that night we left. Well, the elder person that was in the car, we got to somewhere in Wisconsin. Like, you know, it was morning time, and he was like, this Route 80 sucks. We're going to go north for a while, then west, and then drop south. And then, you know, when we see 80, we'll jump back on 80. So this northern route that we took ended up to be like 3 days. And one night we ended up in South Dakota, and my friend Chris, the other dude that was there, got public drunkenness, and we had to bail him out of jail. And we counted our money. We had $500 each, like $500 left in general out of 5,000. 3 days later, we only made it to South Dakota. Didn't see
Bro.
no ocean.
Bro, the
But-
money goes quick on a road trip.
We was young and dumb, and we was doing beer bongs driving down the fucking road. We should have got arrested way before we just, he did.
but
But
you were way before you made it to South Dakota.
yeah, we should have been arrested before we even left Pennsylvania. But we was all right. We made it that far. I mean, I make sure no one's listening. I hooked up with this awesome, like one of the best girls I've ever hooked up with before. And she was an American Indian. God, I still have dreams about that woman. Jesus Christ.
Easy there, buddy.
Oh, and I left them fly too. I didn't care. I was 19 years old. I'm spreading my wild oats. So I
You
might
weren't
have
the only one.
I might have a little Indian kid in South Dakota. I might have to go back there and check.
Oh my. Damn.
You still
bro.
looking that good? Oh shit, no she ain't. I'm out of here.
Oh my god. You ain't the only one, bro. I know. My time in the military was wild, bro.
Yeah, I was, when I was younger, I was pretty promiscuous. Like, if I was locally,
But I
It's
was
like-
smart about it, though. I was smart. I didn't,
right?
I went in with an umbrella, I was like, I ain't about to have mini Jesus
Oh, wow.
running around, bro. No way.
I
I'm
was
good,
dumb
bro.
as shit. I never wrapped the rascal. I let them fly everywhere, anywhere. Like, I mean, there's a possibility of another 40 of my kids running around out there because
Oh, my
I
God.
never, ever wrapped it. And like locally, I was always like, nah, I'll pass. You know what I mean? Because like, you don't want to be known as a player locally, So locally, I turned down more than I took. But
But locally,
Did we-
you were pretending to be a saint.
I wouldn't say a saint, but I was playing the field because, like the cute ones, I wanted something out of it. So, I wanted to do it 10 times, not just once, So it was like, nah, we shouldn't do this, right now. Maybe some other night. Like I had that brain thought like that, I could go get my regular anytime I want, but I want to set this one up to where I get it. Like I tried to date them, but it just never worked out like that.
Right.
Mainly because my asshole friends, like, I was the blunt of every joke to my asshole friends, but it was all good. I'm still the blunt of everyone's jokes. What changed?
Right.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, it's still the same, damn it.
I mean, I was talking to someone tonight. I'm not going to really, say names. Like we had a conversation today. I was out looking for more sponsorships, and he went really into a deep talk about like the state of the United States, and World War III is right around the corner, and what are we all going to do
bro,
then?
It's not right around the corner. It's
Already started.
We got 2 feet in, and we're about knee high in it. We ain't waist deep, but we knee high, and it's.
What do you think the chances are of like a nation attacking United
before
States
we
land?
continue, let's go offline with this topic because.
All right, yeah,
it
we
might
don't need to.
instigate some people,
We don't need to talk about it online. But anyways, I just to make a long story short. I said, why does everybody always worry about like things they can't control? Only worry about what you can control and be happy as you can be in the state that you're in and where you're at. Why worry about shit? Don't.
You ever heard that saying, shit rolls downhill? That's why we don't want the shit rolling on us. Nah, I'm good, bro.
If you're standing, shit will roll down your leg.
Yeah, but it's already 2.5 hours, so let's call it a night for this RWO episode. I don't know if I'll be hosting again for next week because technically it was this man's week, so we'll see what happens.
We'll work it. I mean, let's just solve that now, Vance. If you can get it running, it's yours. If he can't, it's yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go. We'll
There you
fix it.
go.
We'll figure it out.
Solved.
We'll figure it out. Yeah,
It's scheduled to
Alright.
be on Vance's channel next week.
yeah. We'll call it scheduled.
I'm gonna have to do some test runs, make sure this motherfucker works right too.
Yeah.
I'm still shirtless, but I like y'all. I love y'all. You guys rock. Peace.
All right, y'all. Have a good night. We're gonna go, backstage, talk some shit.
We're gonna
Thank you
talk
for
about World War
coming.
III.
Thank you for coming. Hey, if you want to hop on backstage, talk about World War III and political topics, you're more than welcome to hit us up. But thank you for coming to this another wonderful Thursday episode of the RWO show. Y'all have fun. Peace out.